Welcome everybody to the League of Extraordinaires. This the X-Men right here, man. And I'm not gonna come with no shenanigans, no hype thrills, anything like this time, because this is a serious show. We're gonna keep it as serious as we possibly can because we owe that to you guys. Shout outs to all the Xbox fans around the world. Shout outs to the Mighty Chit Chat community. We're still grateful, still thankful for everything that y'all do for us. To everybody that has a channel on that's a part of the Di-RRec gaming community, shouts to Teknoblast and his show. And those who don't, like my man's the realest one, JyzalGamingTV and Spartan 117. These guys is what really makes it special. And Six Slayer, I got you. Appreciate you, man. Enjoy your time down there in Coney Island, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, because I'm definitely going to do that. I got you, fam. Good Box was good. Smitty Smith was good. Tarlay was good. Yo, before we even get this show started, I told y'all this is going to be, the people who've been following Di-RRec Gaming know what time it is when my voice is usually like this. It's the one-on-one. New League want to do a one-on-one with the Xbox community time. And of course, I've done some investigations. So it's going down. Everybody that's already here early, please do us a favor. Share this video. Share it, man. Get it out there because this one's going to be one for the ages. I'm going to break some stuff down. But before I break stuff down today, I'm going to have JyzalGamingTV to start off. He's going to talk about his Halo concerns, and we're going to let him address it because, like I said, he doesn't have a platform. So Di-RRec Gaming is home where he can address his platform because he has a good influence out here, and I appreciate him. So JyzalGamingTV, when I get done, man, you take it over and break some things down in your humble opinion, where you think people like you who put that good time into Halo, what direction you would like to see them go, where you're not happy at, and everything, just address your opinion. Because it's a situation, man, that I feel needs to be spoken about to people who at least play it like you, all right? We got Spartan 117, like I said, my man right here. We got Death Ray Tower. Spartan 117 doing his thing down here in the Chit Chat community. So we just want to tell y'all once again, thanks for coming up in here. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to JyzalGamingTV, man. JyzalGamingTV, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling great, League. I'm feeling great. It's a nice, beautiful Saturday over here, New York City. Partly cloudy skies. Temperature is perfect. Not too hot, not too humid. Just right. So I'm doing good.
Good, man. Smitty Smith coming in early. See, you know what? Smitty Smith going to make it hard on us today. But Smitty, I got your back, brother, all right? And thank you After Dark for that. Let me do it right. We here, all right? And I will give y'all a little bit. I'll give you a little bit. You could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to come out here on Di-RRec Gaming. So let's get it pumped, y'all. We here. Smitty Smith right off the top. He's off the top rope. And he says, it's good to be home. Salute to the panel. Chat and all my Xbox brothers and sisters around the world. The Book of X, baby. Let's go. I love it. You got me pumped, baby.
Shout out to Smitty.
Let's go, baby. JyzalGaming, open up that first page. Chapter. Damn, they ain't going to let. Look here. Good, boss. What's good? We got it. Yes, no doubt. No doubt. We got you. I think we're going to cover you, Good Box. He's going to cover you. No doubt. He's going to speak some truth to that. But let me get on down here to Death Ray Tower, man. We got to do it. I can't help it. Death Ray Tower in the building. Here's my cheap throw in, y'all. Here we go. Man, don't worry about that, bro. That's not cheap, bro. That's love.
It's all appreciated.
Yeah, that ain't cheap, bro. We don't even look at that kind of stuff, man. That's love, brother. We courteous of all kinds. All right, JyzalGaming, let's go, baby.
So I'm going to start this off by a statement from Phil Spencer, circa 2011. If we lose our way with Halo, we'll lose our way with Xbox. Now, the question that needs to be presented and asked, has Xbox lost his way? Has Halo lost his way? And I'm here to tell you, not yet. There's still time to remedy the mistakes that they have done. With that said, we can't ignore the mistakes that they've been doing. The lack of ray tracing that was promised. The Bonnie Ross coming out on stage talking about the next game will have couch co-op, canceling that. The lack of content and the delays of the seasons. We can't move past that. We got to keep it 100. That game is not pushing the Xbox Series X console, and this is its flagship title. It seems the campaign, beautiful story. The environments are lacking. We got to keep it a buck. Lack of biomes. So it seems 343, for whatever they fix with one title, they mess it up with the next. So all we asking, I'm not out here one of those people telling fire Bonnie Ross. I'm just asking Bonnie to do better. The whole team over there has to do better. We expect more. Xbox is Halo. Without Halo, they wouldn't be Xbox. I stand by that. And that's pretty much it, man. That whole team over there, I have faith in Joseph. Baron now taking over the live service. So I'm gonna give them until the end of 2023 to see the state of Halo. I know the team is working hard. I see what they're doing with whole Forge. It's the biggest Forge ever. The Forge in Halo 5 can't compare to what's coming up. It's pretty much, and they did announce today that some of those Forge maps that they'll be doing, the community is doing, will be in matchmaking. That's how good this next Forge is coming up. So I do have faith. They haven't lost their way yet, but we still gotta keep it a buck and hold them accountable for what they promised us as fans. We gotta, productive criticism. Absolutely. We're not here talking about fire this, fire that, shut the studio down. None of that nonsense. Because who are you gonna replace them with? That's the first thing you gotta come to mind. You know what I mean? So I hate saying it, but we just gotta be patient. I'm gonna give this team until the end of 2023 before I declare Halo being dead, or heads gotta roll. So I'm gonna give this team time, be a little more patient. The groundwork is there. Exactly what we asked for from Halo 5 Guardians, they improved to Infinite, which was the gameplay, the mechanics, all that is there. The foundation is there. We just need content. We just need more content. That's all we're asking for. So legal, that's my rant on that, man. So let's get into it, man.
Okay, man. If you can stay, man, that'd be even better, brother. That was good, man. I think coming from somebody like you, bro, who absolutely, let me just say this, man, before we do it, who absolutely does a great job out here, man, live. I mean, I don't think people realize, man, and I know they do, but I'm just gonna say this. I don't think a lot of people realize, and I understand the pressure of YouTube, and YouTube gives you that platform to do a podcast, and that's pretty much what a lot of people go to, even like the celebrities go to that, right? And they do their podcast, and everybody's succeeding, and it's all good. But to people like you, JyzalRoc, you do a good job with live gaming, and for what you do on Saturday nights with the Halo community, man, it's extraordinary. And that's no pun intended to us, the extraordinaires, but it's extraordinary, man. And it's different and it's good because what you represent is the true essence of the Xbox community. That's what we do. We get together and we play and have fun. And yeah, there's some things that didn't go our way, but overall, man, when it comes from people like you guys who put in the time, it's a lot more validated. I can listen to it. So yeah, man, I just hope that, people like you out here, these gamers of the Halo community, get some justice because it's well deserved. And I just want to say thank y'all for these 20 years of putting it in and keeping Master Chief healthy, man. Because without you guys, man, it ain't healthy. It ain't based off the casual gamer, bro. It's based off of you guys. And the only reason I'm saying that because I understand what the situation started happening with us over when Gears 4 started having its issues, man. And so you have to speak up. You have to speak up. You have to know how to have approach, speak right, you know, and lead, because that's what it's about, being a leader. Sometimes you don't say the things that everybody wants you to say, but because you have a leadership heart, you have to say sometimes the things that may go against the grain, but it's still right in a sense. It's what needs to be said. So appreciate you, man, stepping up to the plate for that, man. But we're gonna keep it now on the topic of you know, wise people. I just got a question, y'all. Chit chat community panel. I just got a question. Why do people act like they don't know who Sony is today? Unlimited. What up, baby? I got a question. Why do they act like they don't know who Sony is today? Realist? I mean, because when I look at Sony, they have a mighty, 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 mighty great track record of being trash to their base. I won't ever call that a community. If I call it a community, correct me. I stand corrected. But that's a severe fan base, because only communities do what JyzalGaming just did. Fan base going to accept everything and everything. I remember when they used to say that we were like that. We're not like that. We're not like that. You know what I'm saying? We know how to put out our dialogue and speak about our ups and downs, but we ain't got to accept everything, and we don't have to try to make Microsoft look like it's just doing the best thing out here. Because Microsoft still has, even though they're one of the top 5 companies in the world, they got to be on their toes too. They still got to work hard too, extra hard. And so we're out here trying to figure out why people feel like they have to go the extra mile. I just saw somebody, my man Patrick's. What's up, man? It's a long time no see. I don't understand why people out here got to have to try to make Microsoft, PlayStation look like it's just, it has to have this extra support. Now, look, I get it. You know, it's sad.
Shout out to the
like
donkeys.
Isaiah, man. Sad.
Shout out to the
But
donkeys,
Isaiah,
man.
I just want to say this, man. I'm glad you're here, because the enjoyment that I get is that you came here to learn something, man. So we don't come here to make fun of people like you, bro. We can say welcome and stay here for the whole show, because you're gonna learn something, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now that Xbox has never been third place. You just don't know that because your fan base lies to you. But we're not here to lie to you, bro. All right? Just sit back, chill out, relax, man. Thank you for coming out. But we see that this guy came out on Twitter, right? He wanted to show everybody, and this was before my man Key-Mac. Key-Mac, you know I love you, baby. You know, Key-Mac came out talking about he's gonna put the $90 in, but I haven't seen Key-Mac on Twitter showing us his box yet. We ain't seen Key-Mac with his limited edition yet, his Firefly edition. He went quiet, but that's neither here nor there, right? But homie puts out his picture, man. He done paid $100. And
100?
The box
cover. For the
The
collector's edition.
The collector's edition box cover is all tore up. Now,
plus taxes and shipping and handling. That's like 150 right there.
It was shipped, but it wasn't handled.
Right.
They put it inside of a big box and a little toilet paper that's stamped PlayStation. That's it. Or in paper mails.
They could have at least given them egg crates.
Listen, they ain't gonna let me finish.
Hey, listen, that box went through some Twitter spaces. That's what happened. Got assaulted.
Like Jim Ryan stomped every box before it left the factory.
Right.
And you know what gets me is that he was amazed at it. Now, look, we'll be fair, right? Because let's be real. When you pay for something, you want something to be done right, right? You know, you just want something to be done right. But when this is something that's nothing like it's not under the ordinary, right? That PlayStation gives you product like this. They didn't care about their PlayStation 5 packaging. So what makes y'all think they're going to care about this one? When it's tore up, delivered to you all messed up. That's the Sony way. Charging you an arm and a leg now. See, y'all are blessed in America, and we're gonna break that down too. while y'all in America got it better than everybody else around the world. It doesn't have anything to do with you guys can't afford it or anything. It's bigger. It's a bigger picture than that. And I'm gonna let realists deliberate on that one for a little bit too as well. But you guys are really messed up as a fan base, man. And I hope y'all I hope y'all grow out of trying to make Sony look so great or that you so strong of a follower. Because you don't really have to do that, man. Relax. You know, the one who has to prove so much is usually letting everybody know that you're not really truly happy. There's a motive behind it all. I don't have to try to prove anything to anybody. I just enjoy what I do. I enjoy Xbox, right? If I was really trying to fit in and felt like I needed to fit in, I'd be lying about that, right? I'm not an Xbox fan, right? Because a lot of donkeys out here believe that astronomical myth that Xbox is third place. It's a shame. Tarley said that's what happens when a donkey packs a package. Oh, man. You know what? Panel, I'm giving y'all the mic, man. What do y'all think about this, man?
Hey, look, they showed us all of this setting off this generation in a new special kind of way when they sent out $500 consoles and egg crates, right?
Oh man.
And styrofoam, right? So look, I'm not surprised that they sent it out that way, and I'm not surprised that the people. Well, you got some people that are upset, but I'm not surprised that people are defending it. It gets to a point where, like, are you a gamer or are you just a fan of a brand, right? Because I notice a lot of them, their gaming identity is tied to Sony winning console sales, like the dude Isaiah, right? Like, are y'all playing games or are you just front running, you know, quote unquote, a winner? What you deem a winner, which is console sales, the thing that can't be disputed at this time. Look, I'm not surprised, and I'm not surprised that they took it. It just is what it is when it comes to Sony and their services, man. Like, there are people, including myself, you buy a game you don't want, you never play it, but if you have your console set to auto download, tell them, no, I don't want the game. Oh, but you downloaded it. Yeah, but every other, now it's the Japanese companies, but every other platform, when you buy a game, either have a grace period or, just no questions asked, right? But Sony, you can be their number one customer, like that dude Lucas, and they're still not giving you a refund. And I'm not surprised they're not giving these people refunds either. I mean, like what I put on my tweet. I mean, what they expect? Do they expect service from Sony? They've never gotten it before, so why accept it today? Like, as far as this is concerned, man, like, I don't have much to say when it comes to Sony and their packaging and how they treat their customers. Because if we say it, then we're just bots and we're last place supporters. But when Sony just continues to show them, eventually they'll wake up and see that, hey, man, I'm being mistreated and I can take my business elsewhere. Because at the very least, Sony should be able to refund them, and they can't even get that from Sony. That's why you should not buy from them. I wouldn't buy direct from Sony anything because you have to deal with their service. And if it gets to a point to where they leave the right message, they won't even take your phone call. They'll say, we can't talk to you anymore. So there's no higher level to go to. You just screwed out of your money. But that's it, bro. Spartan, what you got to say about it? JyzalGamingTV, because I'm done with that one.
Oh, I'm right here. I was just welcoming Mr. Kima in the house.
Yeah, shout out to King.
That's the difference. Microsoft is coming out with exceptional customer service and quality in terms of us unboxing, shipping us boxes properly, everything. They take care of us from head to toe, and they admit with their mistakes. Yet as for Sony, it's evident. It was obvious, but now it's evident that they truly don't care about their fan base. Their fan base is in there basically crying now at PlayStation UK. What an embarrassment for them to sit there and talk about, we support our developers, we support our games, we support this and that, capping out there for PlayStation. Yet now they're out there complaining and lost the first round of lawsuits against them being overcharged for games on the PlayStation Plus subscribe. I'm totally lost with that fan base, and I'm over it with them. It's what they see is what they get, and for capping all that, and now slap right back in the face. There you have it.
Yeah,
I'm
and then
enjoying-
they're gonna
I'm
give, and Europe is gonna give them their other cheek to slap. Like,
That's it.
as a consumer base, right? You got a whole, I guess, region over there, right? And they said we're gonna raise the price of our consoles $50. But here in this other country, this one country where we actually don't have a dominant console lead, we're gonna let them, continue to pay what we initially said that you'd have to pay. It's just like a big slap in the face. So they're more important than us, right? But then you're gonna charge us more money too.
Yeah, that's
I'm
Yeah.
back.
So I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised. I'm gonna be surprised if people start reporting smashed up PlayStation 5 boxes when they come in the mail.
they're the pawn shops being sold at $700, $800. They're starting to come to realize that, hey, it's time to shift to Xbox. It's a better, it's an actual community. It's not a fan base, it's a community. We all enjoy gaming. We all get together. As per New Legal mentioned, we got JyzalGamingTV with Halo Nights going on his weekends. We all get together and game. We don't have time to sit there and cap like they do. We all have like day jobs and businesses that we're running. We're enjoying as a community. I'd advise start shifting from the PlayStation to the Xbox.
Well, I didn't mean really. I thought you were finished, but man, a lot of that falls on Microsoft. But when it comes to like Halo, that's why JyzalGamingTV is one of the only dudes. Like, I'm like, man, I want to hear this bullshit, but I know he actually plays the game. A lot of these dudes, they just bandwagon it, right? They won't show you hours, they won't show you playtime.
Right.
But the cat that comes on weekly and says, "Hey, we're gonna play games on this weekend day," I'll listen to him. I might not like everything he says, but shoot, I know he's playing this game, and I know it comes from a place of passion because he's playing the game and not just bandwagoning.
Exactly.
A lot of these dudes
and
just see what's hot and go.
Right, and that speaks to what I said earlier, right? The core of Halo Infinite is awesome to the point that tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing Halo nights. So I have my complaints and stuff, but the game is so much fun and the mechanics are fun, the gunplay is fun that I'm still playing it. Like, I'm still doing my Halo nights because it's a great game. It's a great game. We just need more content. That's all we need.
Bro, that's why like I'm telling you, Legal and I, man, we went back and forth on this. I'm like, yo, look, the game, just like you said, at its core is outstanding. The gunplay, the movement. That was a time I spent about 20 minutes just ratcheting around with the grapple hook. That's how smooth and fun it is just to navigate the terrain with that game. Multiplayer, every match is different. It doesn't matter if they give me the same 5 maps. I guess I don't play it enough to get tired of looking at the same maps. But I do understand that for the free-to-play community, it's set up for you to know life games. And so if people just sit around playing that one game, of course, there's not nearly enough content for these people to stay sustained with that game. Because they got to, if you're going to go free to play and you're going to have a battle pass, then your battle pass needs to rival the competition. And they're not doing that. And they didn't bring us what they normally bring us day one, right? Now, Coach Co-op, I don't know why they ever promised that. If they would, I know going back to Halo and because Leo didn't really touch on it, but there's a lot of things that they said that they would do that they didn't do. And if they were just upfront about every single thing, they would tell you that there are some things that we couldn't account for. Because when you change your engine, when you change from linear to open world, that introduces a whole new set of technical issues. And if you can't do it, you just say you can't do it. It's not working, and we deem that it's not, feasible for us to continue to try to do it, right? Instead, they just said we're not going to do it anymore. No explanation. And then now the Halo community has and that's not even the thing that's turning everybody off. That's the icing on the cake. That just goes on top of everything else. On top of Forge being everybody waiting on Forge every other month. They dropped the beta. You got people making Roblox. It's like, okay, is it coming? No, it's coming in November, right? And so now do people even believe that it's coming in November? It's just to a point to where everything gets magnified at this point. And the game should have stayed in the oven. Although I'm glad it didn't. I feel like it should have stayed in the oven for, the people who play the hell out of it. I mean, I got over 100 hours in it, but it's not the only game I play. And for those people who love it enough for it to be the first thing they think about when they boot up their Xbox, I feel for those guys. But not the dudes who who you don't see them playing. They won't show you in the playtime. They don't have any skin in the game. I want to hear from them, and they're pretty easy to spot because I saw one guy say, "Oh, I uninstalled it. I did this and I did that," but you're still complaining about it. The real Halo fans didn't uninstall. They haven't moved on, and that's why they're upset. You imply that you moved on, but you're still complaining.
He's gonna reinstall it right back soon. On guard, right after that video, he reinstalled it.
Look, man, I'm trying to be understanding to the people who are frustrated because see, that's my opinion of it. Everybody that's complaining, once they fix it, they'll be happy, right? And it's not the people's complaints is gonna make 343 do anything different. 343 knows that they're not getting it done because the playership is down. They already know, right? The voices are just something for them to respond to. They already know that they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Halo set a bar so high, right? And then they change the slip space. Bungie leaves, and then you get these new guys in, and they tried to make Halo their own. The community didn't like it, so then they go back to the classic aesthetic, right? And they try to implement everything. Look, I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for Xbox, but Xbox has been in a tight spot since the 360 because, like I said, they won the 360 because Sony basically gave it to them, right? The pricing, they didn't have content to start, and Xbox One. The time to buy these studios was earlier in the Xbox One generation at the latest, right? So now we're getting these acquisitions at the end of the Xbox generation. So we're going to have to wait for these games. But at the beginning of the generation, Xbox needed something. They needed to have something, and Halo was that thing, but Halo wasn't ready. They gave it another year. They had to eat that. Every box they sell has Master Chief on the box. Halo had to come out. They had to do something. Halo and Forza. And that's what I told everybody. If you're an Xbox fan, you got an Xbox because you like Halo, Gears, and Forza. Because you like Fable. You like those games. That's what made you an Xbox fan.
Hey, look, man, there's no argument with PlayStation fans, right?
What are you talking about?
They get a Last of Us 1. They get a Last of Us 2.
And see, that's why I got back.
Remake. They get a Last of Us remaster. They get another remaster and a remake. So you get a PlayStation because you like to play remakes and remasters.
Right. But see, that's why I'm going back to Halo. See, because 117 said something that made me think about it. See, when they brought out God of War, they completely remade that game. He doesn't even jump anymore, right? And they made it into a movie drama, right? And they liked it. Whereas Xbox, there's not much difference you can do with their flagship titles, which is why Phil said years ago that the main problem after addressing this hardware is the IP. If anything that I admire is Nintendo's IP, because they can repurpose their characters in any way, and it can go sell units. Microsoft didn't have the IP the way they could do that. We had 5 studios. We were getting 3 games on a steady cadence.
Speak on it. Say it loud for the people in the back.
They heard me. But like, so when they got those studios at
5 studios, people, just 5 studios.
Yeah,
so what were we expecting? That's why it looked the way it looked on Xbox, because it was only 5 studios. Keep spinning those facts, bro.
Yeah, but the problem is, when you say, oh, well, Sony, their fans are happy, it's because they get these games and they get hyped to the high heavens, right? But the main reason those games were raised to the pedestal that they were last generation is because the competition was pivoting. Xbox is their main competition, and Microsoft were pretty much, just to keep it a buck, they were contemplating getting out of the industry, right? And as a fan, you got to deal with a console fanboy telling you, why would you be a fan? But shoot, that stuff comes out later. But now we got these studios, and we're going to have to give them time. Microsoft should have given Halo time, but they weren't afforded. They didn't afford themselves the ability to give it another year. Because think about it. We would have just been playing Forza if they would have given Halo the time that it needed to cook, right? It needed it probably needs more than a year in the oven, right? Because just think about it. season 2, like the first 2 seasons were light, right? They were light on real light on the content. So now they pushed this next season back to I think March of 23. Right? We don't have a Forge. We don't even have a co-op. So it needed more time, but Microsoft needed to put something out at the same time for perception. So I think 2023, which is what I told y'all in 2021, that's going to be the year where we get the steady flow of content. And nobody wanted to hear it, and I can understand. I mean, we most of us are on Twitter. We got to fight these fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Microsoft didn't give us enough ammo. But I told y'all, just sit tight and let them get their barbs in, because in 2023 they won't be able to get them in anymore.
Right. They didn't want to commit the same mistake they did with the Xbox One X. Remember, they released it and they didn't really have any software to show off the power of the One X at that time.
I think they went in and with that box, they went in and be like, yo, we got the power. Now get ready for our software. Like they ushered us into the new generation with more RAM, an actual chip that houses more compute units with their own ways of customization. They've done great. They know they made a big mistake with the Xbox One. I even admit they made a big mistake with the Xbox One, the way it was marketed, the way it was put out with the SRAM and the small. Yeah, that box should have been a beast, just like the 360. But right now with the Series S and X, they're just killing it.
The SRAM, that's not even a big deal if they would have had content, right? Because if that's the case, we should be complaining about NVIDIA mobile tech on a Switch, right? But they got the content that their customers want. And like I said, my biggest issue with Xbox fans is up until recently, that's all we had. And if you were an Xbox fan, you were an Xbox fan because you liked those games, right? I became an even bigger fan when they got Obsidian and Undead. I became the biggest fan when they got Bethesda. I don't really care about Activision, but that's good console war ammo. Now, if they revitalize some of those dormant IP, then I'll be happy.
We got a steady lineup coming out too right now. They recently added some games on the Game Pass, which I'm truly happy about. I'm revising the Master Chief Lasso. Have you guys tried that?
Which one?
The Lasso and the Chief collection. You get to play it from like the very first game, the very first level, until the last game, Halo 4 last level.
Oh no, I haven't played that yet. Nope.
Like a 40-50 hour episode. And we got that High on Life coming out too. I'm really anticipating on that game.
Yeah, the games are there. It's like it's two separate arguments, right? It's like on one front they're doing exceptional and that's the Game Pass front, but you have the other side is like the first party output, and like Realist said, that's really gonna start hitting its stride in a few months. We don't even have to say in a year; it's just a few months away. The start of 2023. That's when That's when they start hitting their stride.
The funny thing about it is, and by the way, sorry I'm so late, fellas. The biggest thing about that is like if we all remember anyway, didn't in an interview around the launch time, didn't Spencer and Booty stated that we probably wouldn't see the steady cadence until about 23 because of the pandemic.
Yeah,
and a lot of
that's facts. And
a lot of us got too anxious.
There's going to be games unannounced that drop, so we're staged for some good performances.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that it's like, and I'm guilty of it too, is that we all got a bit hopeful because we always was like, man, 23 is a while away because we're talking about 21, so we're like, man, that's like over a year away, man. I mean, and we were all like hoping that, like with Starfield, we was all hoping that they were about to like pull a miracle, out of their fourth point of contact. We thought that we was going to start seeing that cadence earlier, and come to find out, nope, that wasn't it. So they kind of in a way kind of held to that. So yeah, it's what it is, man.
And I want to tell everybody, Fireball saying forgive him for his avatar. He's actually using his phone right now out of South Kakalaka, but your mouthpiece, man, and the way you sound out here is excellent, bro. So I just want to let you know your sound is good. So don't worry about that. Appreciate you.
Yes, and also I did see this mic is a little bit sensitive because unlike the usual thing that I use, I guess y'all was hearing y'all it was sounding like the outside of an airport over here or something. That was my AC, and in South Carolina, especially right about now, that's kind of a hard thing to do is live without AC. So I'm making that sacrifice for y'all, for you people. If I had the camera on, I'd be doing the Fat Albert point for you. finger just all in the camera.
Nah, man, we appreciate you, man, for jumping in. Now that we got 36 minutes in, right? We got 36 minutes in, and we've been just chilling.
Yeah, I
promised the community deep cover time, baby. I promised them deep cover time. There's a lot of things, man, that's got to be said today on this one. And it's going to take some time. So, Spartan, if you don't mind, speaking to the chit chat community while I talk, keep them active, y'all. Keep them active and engage with them while I do this. I appreciate it, man. But I'm gonna be talking, so bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. This whole notion of Sony's malpractices and how they do their fan base and the type of customer service that they have. We just got through talking about this a couple of shows ago. And it's funny that the industry tends to direct itself to protect Sony at all costs. And let's just be honest. Sony rather have it to where they don't have no competition. They don't mind taking out other platforms. They don't mind doing that.
They showed that with Sega.
Yeah, bear with me, Fireboss. That's exactly right, though. It's in their history, okay? And you got to understand the mentality, because people tend to just throw that up as a defense mechanism, but we're better than that over here in the Xbox field. I take pride in knowing that I'm in a great gaming community. That bear with me. That not only came from a great Sega community like I did, but actually came from a gaming community that has great veteranship with knowledge of gaming. That doesn't really exist over in the PlayStation community, because a lot of the PlayStation fans got PlayStations when they were kids. They didn't get them when they were like us. They tend to ride with Sony as children and grew up. So their knowledge of gaming is kind of like around 92, 93 and up. As of the Xbox community is deep. That shit goes all the way back to the early 80s, even 70s sometimes. And so the depth of our community, as we went through the eras of each console, it gained us a better knowledge of understanding. Now, after saying that, when you want to know something, you got to do your research. And Sony started off, in the radio sector after World War II. And you got to understand that these guys, the two that came together to form Sony at the time, they were great engineers, great, excellent guys, man. They were real smart and intelligent. And they worked with the U.S. government in the radio sequences field. And so they were able to build radio. They built one of the smallest radios to be distributed. But there was another company that built one that was more popular in Japan. Okay? So get where I'm going with this for people like Fireboss, who's really the OG out here. And shouts to Fireboss too, because if y'all don't know, Fireboss is a gaming developer. He's an indie developer, an ex-indie developer at that. So he knows,
just in hiatus.
He knows about the gaming industry. He knows what it takes to make games, okay? It's one reason why you don't see him ever talk bad about developers at any time or fashion. Now, knowing this, when Sony's second place in their own country, it leaves a stain in their mouth, right? It leaves a stain in their mouth and in their brain, because you got to understand the frustration. Here they are working for the military, the United States military, and they coming in second place. It's not a good look. And so the military of the United States of America, they had a meeting with them, which eventually they went to our president at the time, and they was able to get this partnership going to where they could sell their radios in America. Now, this goes back to what Realist said not too long ago. And a lot of people, a lot of Xbox fans said this before I even knew Realist. I don't understand why Americans are so quick to support a foreign object. Quick to do that. And it's true. Because if you go to Japan, they're not quick to support anything that's American. They're not quick to do it. All right. The American product is not going to be the leading product over there. Facts, bottom line, facts. And that's not a knock against PlayStation fans who like PlayStation. I could care less about that. But we're here to state facts, not here to play around with y'all this time. Right? We're not here for that. We're here to teach and do the best we can, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help us gaming. That's what we're here today for. Regardless of the chit chat community is clowning, I ain't gonna look at y'all right now because y'all over there clowning. But you understand why that second place doesn't sit well with Sony, because it started in their own country. Fast forward a little bit. What just happened to them with Nintendo? Second place. Second place so horribly, what happened? They got up and relocated. Now, go back, rewind. In the process of Sony becoming successful in America, they kept pushing and they went over to the UK. Now, mind you, what's going on today? We're going to get to that. I wanted to say the word to UK because we coming to you, UK. Don't worry. Have a seat. And when it blew up over there in the European markets, over there in the United Kingdom areas, now Sony is globally known. All right. Once they became globally known, and let me say this, they became popular and became successful because of America. Then the European market. So these are two valuable markets to Sony. But understand that the United States market has always been larger than the UK market. Hint, hint, that has something to do with why you guys didn't get hit up. Because why would you even mess with your biggest market? You're not going to do that. Hint, hint. Now, once Sony started to blow up, they started feeling themselves. Well, you know what? Let's get into the entertainment business. So they buy CBS up, right? They snatch up CBS. They snatch up the music business, right? And when they get up the music business, what's that one thing that catapulted Sony to the next level? Not just the cassette tape, not just the fact that they was great recorders, right? And they were great with sound. That's why some of the best sound making things in this on earth right now come from Sony, because they're like the godfather of that stuff. That's basically what the word Sony means. It means it's a word that derives from the word sound in their language. So they're masters of sound. But even that, they can't beat Dolby Vision, which is an American product, right? Or Dolby Atmos. But they're great with sound. Not going to knock them for that. And so they got the Walkman. And the Walkman was the biggest thing Sony ever made as far as a consumer product. That thing lasted throughout the late 70s, all the way through the 80s. It ruled the 80s, all through the mid-90s, and that's when it started weakening because Apple came out with that iPod. When that iPod came out, man, that was it. The MP3 players and all that, where you can record and put up 250 songs at one time, that's what hurt them. Now, notice what hurt them. Technology. Technology advancements is what hurt Sony. And so when the two CEOs of Sony passed away in the late 90s, Sony hasn't been able to get their feet together, J-Rock. They've always been tap dancing since then. Now, y'all can look this up. I ain't got a lot because I already did my research. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So since they passed away, this is why you see so many faces coming and going throughout Sony, because they get somebody, either it works out or it don't. They try to band-aid this, it don't last. They get rid of it, bring this back, tear that back down, put this over here. That's what you're seeing even today with Sony. All their stores had to get shut down. They had to relocate to the United States. They had to bring everything to one headquarters. They had to change their name, right? They changed their name like 3 times. They can't come up with a mascot because they used Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot was never theirs. They used Blu-ray. Blu-ray's never theirs. So you get people like Isaiah, right? No shots to him, but people like Isaiah is real in that fan base. You're gonna have people coming up talking about, oh man, Sony owns Blu-ray. No, Crash Bandicoot is Sony. That's Sony's, man. Tomb Raider, Lara Croft is Sony. We heard it all through the ages, bro. Why do they not know what they're saying are lies? Because nobody ever tells them the truth. Sony don't tell them the truth. So, like today, they walk around, Xbox is 3rd place. 3rd place in what? Console sales? Okay. But what are you learning? That you don't have to be in 1st place to run a console market space, right? That's why a lot of y'all didn't know in 2020 that Xbox was #1 in the UK, 2020. But in 2012, Xbox had 0 market space, 0. So how do you go from 0 to #1 in 10 years? What does that tell you? Is Sony getting stronger or is Sony getting weaker? We ain't got to lie to you, man. I ain't got to come up in here and make fun of nobody. It is what it is. They're not saying that Sony's going to be #1 in the future. That's not the projection. The projection is Xbox is. So I get it. You're hanging on to your last YouTuber that still sounds stupid, who still want to lie to you. You're going to hang on to that last YouTuber that's still going to lie to you. You're going to hang on to that last popular Twitter guy or girl who's going to lie to you. Right? You're going to hang on to that last third-party gaming outlet that's going to lie to you. They don't ever tell you the truth. Doesn't benefit them. But I bet you I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. As soon as Xbox takes over that gaming market, they're going to put that clown paint on, put that dress on, put those heels on. They're going to get up on that damn stage and they're going to flip-flop. And they're going to flip-flop right to us. And we're going to laugh. That's what we're going to do. We're going to laugh because we're the audience. We're going to laugh because we're telling you what's going to happen. So when things happen on our side, it doesn't surprise us because we saw it coming. We're looking at the numbers. We don't have to go to IGN to know what's going on. Don't have to go there. You think IGN is the realest source in the world? Think that's where you're going to get your realest source from? They're a media outlet. They get their information from a source. They copy that, and then they present it to you. That's IGN. I don't want the copy and paste community. JyzalGamingTV, I don't want that. I want the #1 source community.
What you said? I heard my slogan.
I don't want the copy and paste community.
Oh, no. Oh, my
there you
God.
go. I don't want that. I don't want to get it from the person who has to copy the information down and then send it. I want the ones who has the information from the jump. That's who I want. I don't need no insider. I don't need that. The insiders don't even come out and tell you the truth. Sometimes they play the fence because they realize you guys are too emotionally invested in your emotions. So to play your emotions is better than to tell you the truth. That gives them more clickbait, playing y'all's emotions, getting y'all all stirred up over stuff that doesn't even matter. When we say the console war mattered, it mattered 20 years ago. When we tell you today it doesn't matter, we're telling you the truth. It's not a goalpost move. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not, because y'all don't have no games. It's not even about that. It's just the truth.
They
the
can't be
console
trusted.
don't matter no more. Because what Microsoft was able to do, right? Now we getting deep. I remember when me and JyzalGaming, we had these talks. We have these talks about how we feel Phil Spencer ought to be. And we're not the only ones. Fireballs too, Spartan too. But there's only one on this panel who thought differently from us. And that was the realist. I have calls with him. And the realist is intimidating me on the phone, trying to bully me, do what he do,
Oh, man.
And man, be trying to bully me, bro. He be,
Me mugging?
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
He coming off
Stop
vicious.
it.
Realist.
Stop it.
Yeah, man, y'all don't know about realist, man. Be cussing at me.
I'm a teddy bear.
He be belittling me, y'all. Be belittling me, right? And I'll be like, listen, man, I just want Phil Spencer to be tougher. This goes to my man Sean Riley in the UK, right? I feel you. You just want Phil Spencer to be tougher. Make all our games exclusives and forget everybody else, right? But just watch what you say, right? Watch how your heart is feeling. You got to watch it. Because if we become like that, then we become like Sony. And we know the road it's going to take because we got Sony for our Old Testament. Sony is our Old Testament. If you want to look and see what happens when you act like that, just look at Sony. Look, Tarlet, you know what? I got to say, shout out to Marquise, bro. I see you, boy. But this is real. I have to put this up here. Look at all the popular cable networks today. Look at them. Where are they? There you go. Exactly. You're going to have your day, right? What's that saying? Every dog has his parade. The funny part is you PlayStation fans think that your rule is forever, and we're telling you it's not. You got to embrace that. Because just like Tarley say, what happens if when they're not number one, are they just going to give up gaming? I mean, what are they going to do? Because it seems like that's y'all's driving force for being PlayStation fans. It's not these games. It's not your services. We got the numbers to prove that. It ain't your games, y'all. Y'all are 37% in the hole. It's not your services because you stop at 46 million, 45, 47. You can't ever progress. It sticks right there. So we got Phil Spencer coming in 2014, y'all. This is good stuff. And we're seeing him take over, right? And you're seeing this vision that he has. Now, mind you, like I was telling Willis today, Microsoft is one of these companies that they don't just vision. They're not like Sony that's going to give you a five-year vision. Their bank is long. Long, long, long. Remember when I used to say Microsoft money's so big, they throwing computers in the ocean. That's what they doing. They on another level. They on aircraft carriers with big-ass computer, this big computer that looks like a giant spheric cube, right? Throwing it into the ocean. We don't even know what's going on. It's secret confidential information, but we just know that they threw it in the depths of the ocean. That's the kind of stuff Microsoft does, right? And so when they make a vision, this vision can be 20, 30, 40 years. There's an article that already came out about Satya Nadella making a 40-year vision. 40 years. That's ridiculous, right? But that's what they do. So you got Phil Spencer coming up in here. He starts out talking about how he wants to get everything back. He wants to earn our trust. You know where I'm going with that, y'all. The true Xbox fans, I don't have to elaborate this on this too much. But he wants to get the brand strong. He wants to give the people who left Xbox, he wants to give them time to come back. He wants to prove that Xbox is where they should be. He also wants to commit to the ones that stayed here. He wants to deliver on his word. But at the same time, the key word was this. I just want y'all to give me some time. You give me some time, and I guarantee you that I'm going to have all this work together, and you guys are going to be straight when I'm done with you guys, right? That happened in 2014. Here we are 7 years later. 8 years later. 9 years later. And look what's going on today. Did y'all ever see this coming? Okay, so let me teach y'all something. When you have a vision, you have to go about it slowly. Why? Because you're the moneymaker. We see who the crybaby is, right? We see who the daddy is, and we see who the kid. We see who Kratos is, and we see who the boy is, right? The boy always crying.
Boy.
There you go.
Boy.
Daddy over here got to take care of the boy. So nobody moves, right? So you remember when you watched that YouTube video, Peter Moore was talking about how cocky Sony was when you watched the PlayStation 3 video on YouTube. What did he say? We sat up there and watched Sony be cocky. I knew they were going to come out cocky, right? But what was the one thing they said they didn't see? We didn't think they were going to come up with that crazy ass price. So what does Sony tell y'all? That they think that no matter what, you guys will buy it. They're right about you guys. They're right about you donkeys. But $600 was a little bit too steep for y'all. Y'all wasn't talking that buying $600 is an art back then, were y'all? Nope. You was crying like a little bitch. We know. We lived in that era. Y'all wasn't reaching in your pockets like you trying to play it off like you do now anyway. But y'all wasn't reaching in them pockets back then, buying those PlayStation 3s on debut. We know. And y'all know. And Sony knows. But the reason why Sony acted that way is because they know y'all will drink their Kool-Aid. You just shocked them that you didn't the PlayStation 3 time. You shocked Sony. You got Phil Spencer. We got to go slow on this. We got to Pixel BG. Watch how I do this. Watch how I do this, fam. You got Phil Spencer, right? He gathered up his team. Nobody thought they would make a genius console like the Series X. We got something that even PC out on market don't even look like. Can't do. They can't do it. All right?
Stay out of the chat, man. You said you
listen
stay out
to
of the
this,
chat.
man. Look at this. Come on. Look. You got them, right? We got a genius console that's made unlike anything out on the market. They can't even make PCs like this, right? We didn't see that coming. Because you know why? It's true about Phil Spencer, J-Rock. Watch how I'm gonna open people's eyes open about this. Because my eyes got open. He had to slowly do what he had to do. Now, I want y'all to keep your minds as of what's going on today and try to knit it to what I'm saying in the past. Try to knit me, y'all. Follow me. But I don't want you to lose track on what's going on today, because what's going on today has a lot to do with the vision. Phil Spencer is like, look, man, we got to slowly do this, because if we come out, right, with our bag and we buy up the place, we've been there before. Remember, Microsoft just came out of a 12-year war with the governments for what? Antitrust laws. Everybody's scared of Microsoft, bro. 12 years. And guess who came out on top? Microsoft. This is why we don't have no more phones. We don't have no more phones. Oh, there's something else that we don't have. Microsoft had to get rid of a lot of things. The reason why is because they did that to them so that all these little small little companies could get on past them. And Microsoft said, well, damn, man, you know, we don't want to spend another 5 or 6 years trying to get people to believe in our phones and things like that. So they canned it. Now watch this, Smitty Smith. Smitty Smith in the building. Phil Spencer assembled his team like Shepard did in Mass Effect, the Book of X. Exactly. Phil Spencer assembled his team like Professor X did the X-Men, fam. Phil Spencer assembled his team like Captain America did the Avengers, fam. Nobody sees this, right? I didn't see it. I was like J-Rock and Boss and my man Sean Riley from the UK. I was just like that. Man, come on, throw the hammer down, right? But now I'm seeing why. Now, he had to come up with this service, right? Nobody saw Game Pass. Notice, it only took 2 years. He came in 2014. Game Pass 2016. He's not moving slow. Boom, Game Pass comes. Now let me tell y'all about Game Pass. Here's what y'all don't know. It's easy to point the finger at Xbox, right? Let me get in my thing, man. Let me get in my mojo. It's easy, man, to point at the Xbox and say, look, there's the bad guy. Look, that console has no exclusives, no games. It's trash. All they play over there is Halo, Forza, and Gears. They don't have no games. You don't think we've been hearing that for ages, right? Xbox comes in third place, man. We've been hearing it. So it's Xbox, 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 right? That's the easy finger pointer. They said, you know what? We got to get this weight off of Xbox. In order to make Xbox look great, we got to get this weight off of it. We're going to take this hate, though, right? We're going to put it in this fuel storage container box. Watch where I'm going. This fuel cloud storage compartment. And out of this great cloud storage compartment, right? Out of the Azure, where they storing all the hate. Notice I said Azure. So Azure's infinite, realist, Spartan, Boss, and Rock. It can store all the hatred in the world. Xbox can't do that. It's hardware. It can only go so far with storage. But we're going to put all the hatred in Azure. Right, Smitty Smith? We're going to put it all. I want y'all to follow me tonight, baby, or today, or in the morning, or wherever you are in this world. Because when I'm done with y'all today, y'all going to understand what's going on, baby. You put all the hatred in the Azure. They stored it all up. And out of that hatred, right? Out of Tartarus, out of the lake of fire, came Game Pass. Nobody saw this. Because one thing they said, they can hate Xbox all they want. But nobody in their right mind can hate on money. Nobody. Let's put our money out here and make us a service, right? Make it untraditional so that they can't even figure out how it works. We're going to get developers over here, right? And we're going to bring their games over here. And we're going to deal with them accordingly to their games. We will make deals with them accordingly to their games on how we feel and what they need. We're going to finally transform the industry and create our own industry. Where the industry doesn't look after the developers, we will. You know why? Because we single-handedly, financially can do it. Phil Spencer brings that presentation to Satya. We know. We heard the story. And Satya said, you know what, Phil? I'm with you, but the only way you're going to do this, if you let me put my cloud in this bad boy. Let me bring the cloud in here, because Satya is about the bundle, and we put everything in Azure. Because when everything goes into Azure, right, we're undefeated. What were they crying about? I got an article. People. All legal over here lying. Am I? Am I lying? Because I got the article, right? And the article says this. Straight out of the UK. By having a large and well-distributed cloud infrastructure, Microsoft will be able to host games on its servers on parental terms and reach gamers throughout the world without having to pay a fee to third-party cloud platforms. By having Windows, the OS, where the vast majority of PC gamers are played, Microsoft can then stream games to Windows PCs without having to pay an expensive Windows licensing fee, and maybe be able to design a test games made for Windows more effectively than rivals. This is where the crying comes in at. And by having an existing console ecosystem, right? Microsoft has an existing user base of gamers to which it can promote its cloud gaming services, as well as a range of popular games that it can offer. You tell me What brand can do that? They didn't say Steam. They didn't say Nintendo. They didn't say Sony. You know why? Because they ain't put billions, like Uncle Phil said. They ain't investing in billions and billions like we did. In order to be like us, you got to put your own money into your own business. Their bank, dude, they average what, 60 mil a month? Or 60 billion, I'm sorry. 60 billion a month? That's chump change. Y'all remember when they bought ZeniMax, right? For 7B. Everybody laughed. Oh, look, this is how corny they were. They were saying that Microsoft is hurting now. They lost $7 billion. This is real stuff. And then how are they going to make up this money? $7 billion. Microsoft had to come back 2 months later and say, hey man, we just made $15 billion. We didn't just make our $7 billion, we doubled it. Smitty Smith, Xbox is putting Game Pass out here just like Microsoft did with Windows. Now somebody is speaking my language. Xbox putting Game Pass out here like Microsoft did Windows. Somebody said it. I didn't. It's going to be everywhere. The Book of X. I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to let that sit on my channel for a while. Let that marinate. I might not even change it. It might just have to stay here. Because if y'all didn't just get that, Smitty Smith just jumped the gun.
Hey, yo, somebody send another super chat so we could change that.
For real. Right. Somebody need to make that into a Spaces. Y'all need to get on Twitter right now and go on the Spaces with that one.
Oh.
Xbox is putting Game Pass out here just like Microsoft did with Windows. Hint, hint. Damn, Smitty Smith. I was trying to make this a long show. I don't know. They still might be confused, Smitty Smith. Damn, we're going to Sesame Street this one.
You said Game Pass is the
now
product.
Game Pass is here, J-Rock, right? And
that's
and
what
look,
he's saying? Game Pass is the product.
J-Rock, follow me. Watch this. Now Game Pass is here. And watch this. They evaluate.
Drop them carrots. I'm following. Drop them carrots.
There you go, boy. They looking, right? They don't even know. This is documented. Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer, they had an interview. They said, we went off our gut feeling because we believed we're gamers. So we're like, they gotta catch this. They gotta see this, right? We're throwing 100 games out here, right? And we're switching them up month to month. Remember, it was month to month. It was consistent for a whole year. But now that it's rolling good, some games outlast month to month. They chill if they're getting engagement, right? But it wasn't like that when it first came out. And their selection was trash. I'm not gonna.
You saying that some of these devs, hey, Lee, you saying some of these devs are re-upping?
They re-upping, fam. And I'm not here to say Game Pass.
Why would they do that?
We're gonna get to it. I'm not here to,
cash up front.
I'm not here to say that Game Pass was the best thing that ever happened when it first came out. I'm not saying that. All right. But they looked at the numbers. They said, damn, right now, man, 50% buys up Game Pass and 50% holds Game Pass. This was the numbers. So we're not like PlayStation fans. We're not like you. We don't buy a service, don't commit to it. 3 months later, buy it again. Don't commit to it. I'm letting y'all know what they do over there. This is why their subscription-based count weakens all the time. And we're month to month. Right? Game Pass month to month. It's no contract. And we're still loyal. We still keep it going, right? And they saw 50% keep it steady. They was like, damn, over 50% keeps it steady. Then they noticed 30% buys games that they never played before. So when you get Game Pass, you're trying out games that you might not have ever tried out. And they know this because they look at the Azure snitches on us. They can look at everybody's game information and they can see, damn, he ain't played that game before. But when he bought Game Pass, he played that game or she played that game. So Game Pass is allowing them to play new games they normally wouldn't have played. Wow, look at that. And that was 30%. So 50% plus 30% is 80%. But here was the beautiful number. The number that told them this is going to work was this one, was that small little 20%. And what made that small little 20% so much more powerful? Because it told them this: damn, not only are they going to buy the service and keep it month to month, but now, JyzalRock, they're willing to pay for the game. They pay. Watch this. They're paying for the game that they can play for free. They're paying it. 20% of them buying the damn game. Sarah Bond looked at Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer looked at Sarah Bond and said, checkmate. We went a whole year. This was a whole year of a vow. This wasn't no 2 month, 3 month. They're doing this. No. Xbox community, you can stand up. You can salute each and every last one of y'all. This was steady information for the first year. And why did we know this? Because the very next year, Game Pass Ultimate was created. Why did Ultimate was trustworthy to be created? Because you guys stayed committed to the cause. That got us Ultimate and all of its perks. So now here we are, right? We're rolling. Phil Spencer said, okay, we got Game Pass. We got the source of hatred out here. They can't do nothing with it. They can't do nothing with Game Pass. So now Phil Spencer said, all right, y'all, it's time to slowly move on to our vision. Hint, hint, realists. What can we do, right? Hint, hint. We only got 5 studios. We can't compete with 5 studios. Remember, this is all about competition. Nobody was mad. Nobody was mad at Sony, right? Keeping Spider-Man off of things. Oh, nobody was mad when Sony got Final Fantasy for 2 more years. That's keeping players from playing games, right? Nobody was mad when JyzalRock brought up, when Sony came in, they brought up 250 development teams. No, 250. Nobody was mad. Where was the press at? Nah.
You don't hear nobody talk about that no more either.
You know why? You know why? This is where I'm going to open up your first eye. You know why nobody talks about that? Because Sony don't move shit. It's like, yo, you're not going to talk about the guy that's holding $3 in his pocket. You're going to talk about the guy who ain't doing nothing for the community that has $10,000 in his pocket. That's who you're going to talk about, because the dude with $3 in his pocket can't do shit anyway. Let him have. Why would you get mad because he goes down to the store and buys himself some ice cream? You're not going to be mad at that dude. You're going to look at that dude like he trying to get it any way he can. But you don't look at the dude over here with that 10 racks in his pocket, right? Man, why isn't he putting anything in the community, man? And he don't ever give to us, man. He over here sitting around, right? And so the dude with the $3, he going around making fun of the dude up there. That's what Sony's been doing. Look at Microsoft, blah, 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 blah. We're the ones, because I'm over here with y'all, see? We care about you, see? We care. Look at us. Look at us. Death Ray Tower in the building. Lit tonight, y'all. Much peace from New Zealand. We got another New Zealander in the building. Thank you, Death Ray Tower, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
I still hope it's
I'm going back up to Smitty Smith now. I appreciate Death Ray Tower. I'm going to let him shine for a minute. I'm going to let him shine for a minute, man. Thank you, brother. So you got the little dude talking about the big dude. And this is where you get, why doesn't Microsoft ever say anything? Why? Because they got the big bag. Does the Kingpin, I got to go, welcome to the new legal drug tower. The Kingpin you don't hear the Kingpin talk. You don't
even see him.
The Kingpin gives the orders down to the enforcers. All you hear is the workers of the Kingpin. You don't hear the Kingpin. Microsoft is the kingpin of the gaming industry. You see that when Microsoft makes a move, everybody shook. This ain't our first demonstration of this. So what did we didn't see, right? We didn't see ZeniMax coming. No, I'm sorry. We didn't see those first, 15 or 8 acquisitions? It was 8 that totaled out. It was a number that ended up, we got about 15 total.
Yeah, 15, yeah.
It was 15 in the beginning. And we was like, woo! We were jumping up and down. Yeah. You know why we were jumping up and down? Because all these years, Sony had 15, right? Sony got 15 all these years. They had about 15. Microsoft only had 5. So look, Sony out here talking all this stuff. Well, man, damn, you got triple the amount of development studios. You can talk all this stuff. But now, for a few years, it was 15 and 15. Now we're on equal plane. You don't hear so much of Sony running their mouth. Hint, hint. What did Sony do? Right after that acquisition, Realist. I got to give Realist credit because he was the one that was consistent. He's victorious. I'm a loser. J-Rod, you a loser too. You with me?
Oh, man, y'all ain't losers.
Yeah, Fireball. Everybody that had this attitude is a loser. That's what I'm saying. Not a loser by person.
I know, man. I know.
Man, I gotta give it to you, bro. You never swayed on it, you know. And to give you your respect, bro, you run a business, so you're kind of business minded. You kind of understand the things, you know. You're a little bit more in depth. So even when you were trying to break stuff down to me, even though I didn't want to hear it, right, I was listening to you.
He's acting like a pony.
But because of what I'm seeing today, what's going on, and I did my research. Now I understand the moves that were made, because the end result is what's snitching on everything, right? So when you saw that 15 studios, right, what was the very first thing Sony did? They went into exile. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. It got real up in here today. It's getting real up in here. They went into exile starting in the year 2018. They went into exile, right? The end of 2018. They stopped wanting to do shows. They stopped wanting to go to E3. You know why? Because they had the studios, but they don't have that power to give y'all those games to back up the talk. It's like my boy J-Rock would say. The visuals look good, but the audio don't match the visuals. They came out with all these little state of play shows, right? Oh, they ate y'all up through the year with those state of play shows, but those state of play shows were empty. We was like, well, damn, is that all they giving them? 15 minutes of nothing? What's the point of state of play? And all the while, y'all playing it off for them. Oh, well, it's state of play, you know. At least Sony showing us something. What y'all got? Oh, we got this vision. That's what we got. Y'all got popcorn over here. We got steak dinners coming, right? So we just got to stay. And look, Microsoft feeding the industry. If Microsoft was like Sony, the industry would be hurting. Microsoft was like, oh, we're going to be at E3. Oh, we're going to be at Gamescom. Look how they still there.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to host this show at the end of the year. Oh, we're going to be here. Sony, we ain't going to be here next year. What if Microsoft acted like Sony? What do you think the industry would be at? So who do you think the industry is looking at today? Who you think the industry is looking at today? They see who couldn't and they see who could. That's all that matters. Who you think the developers are looking at today? They see who can, they see who can't. Because I remember back in the day, devs would just automatically put it on PlayStation. You know why? Oh, because PlayStation is the leading marketer. Okay? There's some 2 developers that I can name that got their lesson learned quick for putting too much faith in you donkeys. Zen Sapella and my man Cliffy B. They learned quick from y'all.
Cliffy B.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Cliffy B, quote, I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. Now
Cliffy B trying to crawl back.
You know what I'm saying? Zampella had to apologize to us. We had devs apologizing to our community. Y'all never had that. Y'all ain't never had that. Those games were supposed to be groundbreaking games. And let's bless Titanfall too, because we took care of it. That December, yo, I got to give shout out to the Xbox community. They didn't support it. That game failed. By December, we was all right, we'll play it. That game rose up. Shout out to the Xbox community. And so PlayStation's been quiet on y'all consistently throughout the years. Consistently. You know why? Because they can't move shit. Just letting you know. They got a big bark. Don't get me wrong now. They'll bark at a squirrel all day up that tree. But that robber, J-Rock, he can jump that fence and walk right past that dog That robber can do it. You better believe it. There's no bite in that dog whatsoever. So now next phase, right? They get ZeniMax, Bethesda, right? And God bless my friend Wood. Y'all know who he is, Kal-El from Tick Podcast, Super Podcast. He calls me and tells me, I got to be on your show. He didn't say, come to my show. God bless him. God bless his wife raising his kids today. Came over on Di-RRec Gaming. He said, bro, this is huge. And I got something to say. It was so iconic. The general hit me up. I said, damn, I'm going to have the general and Wood at the same time? This is iconic. I had those two brothers, and their energy is unparalleled. Y'all know this. Their energy is unparalleled. I couldn't believe, hell, you think I got energy? Shit, them brothers right there got energy. I was like, well, damn, let me sit back and listen to what they got to say, right? Nobody saw that coming. And they got that done, right? $7 billion just thrown up like that, made $15 billion in 2 more months, right? Got that money back and some. Now look where I'm going with this, J-Rock. Now they smooth sailing, they moving slow. They ain't bringing a lot of attention. The ink dried, it's confirmed. Boom. They put Todd Howard out there. He's doing all that talking, boo, 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 whoop-de-woo, right? Whoop-de-woo some more and whoop-de-woo some more, right? Year go by. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Phil Spencer comes out. Oh, we're not done yet. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, right? Okay. Where's Sony at? Quiet. Nowhere to be found. No E3 again. No Gamescom. No whatever. No whatever. But State of the Plays, yeah, we're good for that. 15-minute show. We're good for that, right? All of a sudden, bro, Xbox holds an event. An hour and a half, a number of video games. We're like, damn, right? Not too long after that, bro, comes one of the biggest deals. No, the biggest deal in gaming history. In gaming history, bro. Now look at the vision. Here's the funny part. And this is a fact, y'all. That Activision wasn't even a part of that vision. Activision was in trouble. And Activision was looking for somebody to buy them out. They just so happened to go to Microsoft. Microsoft didn't have Activision in their plan. That was a blessing in disguise. The founding forefathers of Atari, right, came to Xbox. And Xbox bought them. The world and some of their governments have already agreed to this buyout. So why is the UK talking? Know y'all been waiting for this one. Okay. You have to do your research. Remember when I talked about America and UK? Okay. Well, you got to understand there's a soft spot for PlayStation in the UK. Got to understand that. And there's a very, very, very sweet little soft spot for them. Because at one time in history, right, the UK, Sony had a 98% market share over there. 98%, J-Rock. And Xbox had 0%. And look, everybody wants to talk about Nintendo, right? But Nintendo ain't never ran nothing since the 90s, bro. Sony is a crutch to Nintendo, just like Microsoft now today is going to be a crutch for Sony. In 2002, J-Rock, the PlayStation had a 96.85% market share on console operating systems. In 2012, this is why you saw the gaming industry always bigging up PlayStation. Mystery number one solved. 2013, 93. I want y'all to follow me. 96, 93. Do you see something going on? Right? 2012, Xbox had 0. Nintendo had 3%. Now, I'm gonna get Nintendo on out the way because they ain't never been in this dogfight. It's kind of like the industry told Nintendo, listen, man, you're the 3-year-old kid. Go over there in that corner, make your games. We ain't worrying about what y'all doing. Go over there. Nintendo in the UK has never been over 7%. So we ain't gonna talk about Nintendo. And Nintendo sells the most consoles. So I hope you donkeys learn something today. Consoles really don't matter. All right. It's what Phil Spencer told us in 2014. I'm going to teach my community on how to be smart. Don't be out here kind of dumb no more. Yup. Feels like consoles really don't matter, y'all. So this is why we're not going to get into the console war. I got bigger and better things for y'all in the future. See, Sony ain't going to smarten up their fan base because their fan base relies off of the lies, and they accept the lies. Phil Spencer's like, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you straight up. We lose money on consoles. So no company is going to talk about where they lose their money at. No successful company. And he says, and now that I'm the boss here, I'm not going to do it. Sony can do whatever they want, but we ain't going to get into that no more. 2013, Sony, 93%. Xbox, 0.97, not even 1%. But do you see a climb? Something just happened, right? 2014, 68% for PlayStation, 25% for Xbox. All of a sudden, a huge jump happened. 2015, 63%, 31% for Xbox. 2016, 66% for PlayStation, 31%. So it stags for Xbox. 2017, 57%, 41% for Xbox, right? 2017, 57%, 41% for Xbox. Do you see what's going on, y'all? 2018, 64% for PlayStation, 34%. So Xbox worst time was in the 2017-2018 year, which we know about. 2019, 54% for PlayStation, 45% for Xbox. Now watch this, y'all. This was something that took me by surprise. And I got to give a shout out to my man Six Slayer, because Six Slayer, it was something you said in 2020, which you already going to know, and you're going to laugh when I say this. But we was on the phone. Six Slayer called me up because he was frustrated with the Xbox community. So he called me up and said, yo, Legal, why is it that y'all don't know when y'all won? Now, what you talking about, Six Slayer? Y'all don't know when y'all won. It's like the Xbox community is waiting for some article to tell them that Xbox is doing great, and then so they can talk. But can't y'all already see with what Microsoft created for y'all? Those two consoles, Game Pass, and everything else that y'all already won? I was like, yeah, I can see it. But I don't understand why my community can't see it. And look, in 2020, what my community was never told was this. PlayStation had 49%. Xbox had 50% in the UK, JyzalGamingTV. In 2020, Xbox was king in the UK. Where was the articles at? This is why I keep telling my Xbox community. If we don't big up our community, who is? If we don't talk good about community, who is? We got now. We don't care who's next. It's us. So don't even listen to people that be like, oh, listen to you fanboys. Don't even let that phase y'all. You came from nothing. I just gave y'all the numbers in a 10-year span. Do you not see Phil Spencer's vision working? The numbers don't lie. In 8 years, you beat PlayStation in the UK. You did that. Now it dropped a little bit because the pressure is on. So in 2021, PlayStation went back up to 52 and Xbox is at 47. Now, this is why the articles of prophecy have projected Microsoft to be the what? Global leading market for consoles, right? In 2026 and beyond. Because they know, like David Jaffe said, the price of gaming is going up. Big bank always takes little bank. So as the costs go up,
the remix
bank has to be steady, right? That bag has to be steady. Microsoft ain't sweating no $400 billion to make a game. Are you serious? They make that back in 1 year and some. They ain't tripping off of that. I told you they make over $60 billion in 1 month. What are y'all tripping off of? We got that. On top of the revenues and profits and all of that other stuff. We ain't tripping off of that. That's why Game Pass is free. It was created off the money bag of Microsoft. There ain't another entity ever done like that. You got Azure Cloud now, right? That caters the weight. That caters all the hatred in the world. Feed me more. That's what Azure says. Feed me more. And it gets your mind off of Xbox because we talk about Game Pass today. We don't even talk about Xbox today. Mission complete. Now look, it's all about what? Who buys their games and who don't. It ain't even about PlayStation, Xbox no more. Mission complete. So you see today, can y'all see now why things are the way they are in the UK? Oh, we're going to do some further investigation. Why? What's there to investigate? Now, here's what it is. We think that Microsoft having all this stuff, that it's bad for the other competitors. But wait a minute. Wasn't it Phil Spencer that said, hey, play anywhere? Wasn't it Uncle Phil pissing us devout Xbox fans off, right? Why don't he just make things exclusive? Are y'all not seeing where I'm going with this? Play anywhere. He didn't say, oh, we want to put Xbox games on PlayStation and Xbox. He said play anywhere. Why? Because we're the technological Leviathan out here. We got devices. We gave you Game Pass. Through Game Pass, you can play our games anywhere you want. You want it on your phone, you want it on your PC, you want it on your tablet, you want it on your notebook. Here you have it. So you know why he said that? Because he had a vision. He knew when the going gets going, right, and the tire meet the road, and the wheels fall off, right, that all the hatred was going to come back and say, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do this. How dare you do this to us? But Phil Spencer and his attorney prepared for this day. That's why they said play anywhere. That's why he went to Jim Ryan and said, hey, yeah, we bought Minecraft. Don't worry. We're going to let you play it too. Nintendo, we're going to let you play it too. Just give us a little fee. Now, Minecraft's everywhere. We don't want all the people that made Minecraft what it is, to be snatched off where they're at and they had to come buy Xbox. That's not our least concern. See, it was all about Xbox. They hate Xbox. The problem is Xbox. But Xbox so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son to come down and demonstrate the true love of Xbox. And the true love of Xbox is Game Pass. So whoever gets the book of X and read through the chapters and form a relationship with Xbox will understand how beautiful the love it delivers to its gamers all around the world. So look, J-Rock, while they trying to get to Xbox, they can't no more. They have to go to Game Pass. Game Pass is the way, the truth, and the life. Oh! It's the way, the truth, and the life, baby.
Amen, Pastor.
Right. Yeah. The only way you get in the Xbox now, you got to buy one. And when you buy it, what comes with it now? Game Pass. They done got rid of Xbox Live. They don't even need it no more. Yo, our last Xbox Live free game is a 360 game. That's done with this month. We're done. Right? It's over. You got to come through Game Pass now. So it's just like that great son who walked on this earth said. They hate me because they hate the Father. They're going to hate y'all because they hated me. The only way you going to show the world that I loved y'all is by how y'all treat each other. Look how beautiful the Xbox community looks to me. We are the most welcoming, most outgoing, fun-loving community gaming I've ever known. And I've been gaming since 83. You're second only to the arcades. And the arcades were dangerous. I was out there with the threats and the gangbangers and all of that stuff. I was out there. Yo, it was when we went to the arcades, you came in with your hood. Where you from? North 7th Street, homie. Here's my crew right here. Okay, good. What game you getting on? Because nobody wanted to brawl up in the arcades because you would get banned out of the arcades. There was stuff called strikes. You fought once, you get strike 1. Strike 2, you don't come back. We don't keep violence up in here. Look at
Jeez.
look at woo! Oh, baby. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, what?
A rich player? Oh,
Yes,
man.
sir. Thank you, Phil. You was a genius. And look, what was the secret about Uncle Phil? He's a great chess player. Chess people think 10 times before they make a move. They strategize 10 plays ahead, even more. Because they're not just looking at when they make a move, they're looking at the possibilities of your moves. So they're looking, okay, if I go here, there's 6 ways he can defeat me. So if I move here, then there's only 3 ways he can defeat me. If I move here, then there's only 1 way. They're thinking. They're thinkers. Phil Spencer is a thinker, along with his team. You can't, hating on Xbox is in vain now. And what they say today, Xbox has no games. Look how stupid that sounds. They won't say Game Pass don't have no games, though. You see what I'm saying? Keep saying Xbox don't have no games and be forever lost because you don't believe in the Book of X. You don't get it like this nowhere else. Nowhere else cares this deeply. See, you're getting it from a gamer who does his research, who opens up his eyes and spreads the good news to my community. I don't care, bro. Like really say, don't care about followers legal because people are only going to believe the ones who have the biggest followers anyway. They're going to believe them. So don't you worry about that. See, I got good people around me. Your circle should always be close and tight. Like my brother Wood told me before he passed away. You make sure your circle is tight because there's things that I've learned while being out here. And y'all know who y'all are. And as a matter of fact, he told me who y'all are. So I know who y'all are. You keep your circle tight and keep yourself around people who want to see you win. You back up the people you see put forth the good work out there. You back them up. Don't worry about who don't back you up. Game Pass is the door to Xbox now. You don't get the Xbox without Game Pass. You got Game Pass now as the biggest threat out here. Now they worrying about what Xbox has, right? It has this massive cloud. It has this service. It has this community. But I thought Xbox doesn't have no games. Notice they never said games in the legal papers, J-Rock. Fireball. Never mentioned games. Never mentioned it. They mentioned the things that matter the most. Because we're going to look at them numbers, right? We're going to see if video games actually matter to the donkeys. We're going to see. Because The Last of Us 1 better sell 10 million copies. Y'all got PlayStation 4 out here and PlayStation 5. You tell me that game can't sell 10 easy? We're going to see soon. We're going to see.
But they got 10 million the first time, though.
Yup. Starting at $70. And all
like,
of
God dang,
these
Sony.
gen graphics. Not last gen. Sell 8th gen. Shit, PlayStation 3 graphics. And all of its glorious PlayStation 3 graphics, it better sell 10 mil. Let's see what happens. Sony hike their prices up, right?
Now the regulators already told us Sony can't compete without COD. So
they already told us. It's done. It's written. It is written. It is written, J-Rock.
It was written and approved by Jimmy.
That's right. That's right.
Them UK regulators looked at the numbers.
The UK regulators have already said it. That's right.
And they
So that means
take that away.
Negative.
There you go.
So that means the deal that they made with Bungie is useless.
Was useless. Their money gone. Look, Spartan, and they're allegedly guilty of things, man, of stealing and overcharging their fan base. I wouldn't say stealing, but overcharging. And it's been a 6-year of that, 6-year run. 9 million people affected by this. Now, if that lawsuit goes through, the Bungie deal meant nothing. They wasted money right there.
Jimmy
and
told
on top,
y'all
Bungie still makes games for other platforms.
But
They
real
couldn't
quick,
even-
man.
Yeah,
They
go
told
ahead.
them the Bungie meant nothing. They told them deviation meant nothing. They said we cannot compete. No matter how much money we throw at this, no matter how many years of dedication we throw at this, we cannot compete.
Exclusive deals. No matter how many
So they-
iterations of Spider-Man we could come out.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
slap Bungie, Deviation, and Gorilla with both sides of their hands with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Not
did.
enough.
They literally told them and Naughty Dog that yeah, you guys are good, but you're good, but you're no Activision.
Not good enough.
You're no COD.
You're not good
That's
enough.
right, Fireball.
You ain't bringing that paper in.
That's right, J-Rod. And they hate you for that. They hate you for that, Fireboss. And they hate you for that, Realist. And they hate you for that, Spartan. And they hate you, Chit Chat community, for your realness. They hate the message.
That's all good. We feed on hate.
That's because we got Azure. You see that? Because we got a place where we can put it. Keep throwing the hate. But see, the thing about you guys is your hatred causes you to be blind. You go from being a pony to a donkey to wildebeest. You know the thing about wildebeest is they don't even got to be real great, intelligent cows, right? They're like top 3 level cows. You got top 4, which are the buffaloes, and all them, the bison. That's level tier 5. But the wildebeest, they like level 3, Then you got the little bull, thoroughbreds in America, and you got the old milk cow. They only good for grazing.
Mm-mm.
But the wildebeest know how to get in a group. And you know what? 99% of the time, the leader never gets eaten because the leader's got to be the healthiest one out there. He's got to lead that whole pack. And it could be millions, bro. It's a beautiful thing to see in Africa, right? When the wildebeest travel.
Yeah,
And this is
Phil-
true. These are facts, right?
Hey, yo, Phil Spencer came out and said, I sent a letter to Jimmy. I
He
told
did.
him not to worry. I'm gonna keep COD for several more years after the deals is done. And then Jimmy
My
responded and said, "What you mean for several more years?
Hmm.
You mean eventually it'll come off?"
Do you see?
Phil said,
Right.
Phil said no comment.
No comment. See? No comment. And it's because of the no comment is why they're scared.
Right.
That's why
He
God got brought up.
But he
again.
did say, I'm bringing them games to Game Pass though, baby.
Right.
I'm gonna let you know right now.
I'm gonna let you know right now it's coming on Game Pass. Now, see,
He can say that because he can
coming
be
on Game
definite.
Pass is a threat.
And then the ponies came out and told me since the deal was done, it doesn't make sense for them to put it on Game Pass. I don't see it coming on Game Pass. I said, okay. You wait and see. You guys have a horrible
Okay.
track record. Whenever you guys say never, the exact opposite happens.
They want an answer. They want a certain answer, but Phil don't have to give them a certain answer.
He's
They
really not
want
entitled
know,
to.
Right.
He really can't, because the thing is that for anything that he says, if Sadia and Amy Hood say otherwise, he has to
That's
go with that. And then they turn around. What's the first thing they always do?
Go for
Oh,
it.
Phil's a liar. Phil's a liar. But yet they don't never say anything about their own sweet daddy Jimmy.
Right.
Sweet daddy Jimmy lied to me. He lied to me. He told me pretty lies.
Sweet daddy told us we can go to the top. We're not afraid.
Phil Spencer, no comment. That's what happened. And they couldn't get a direct answer. So they can only roll with, hey, we'll put it on there for years to come, But what did they say in that thing too? We don't know if they will take content off of us. We don't know if they'll hold it for a time. We don't know. Of course you don't know. But wait a minute. Why are you scared of practices that y'all do?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
no
y'all-
fake.
Hold on, because
It's no
they know the
fake.
moment,
they're crying about.
the moment they
Hey,
do that and they put that shit on Game Pass, right? That's the moment where they know the common sense consumers got to migrate. That's what they're afraid of. You start
Legal
giving
J-Rod,
Game
just-
Pass, you
gotta understand
start
something.
giving Game Pass
you just
members
took my next comment
exclusive
away from me.
content.
That's
If you
it.
start giving Game Pass members exclusive content,
The
Early
common
access.
You
sense
got to,
buyer,
y'all
right?
got all of you got to understand something. It's no fun when it's your face pushed into the pillow.
Of course.
Yo, hold on, pause. Oh man.
No, I'm speaking the truth on it. I'm speaking the truth.
Oh, we agree. It's just that
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Oh,
The
no
visual is
pushback.
crazy.
Hey, you thought I was gonna you thought I was gonna candy coat it?
Oh, no.
Oh man.
Yeah, he called y'all pillow biters, man.
But yeah,
Oh.
you know, it's straight up. They're gonna go off the
What
common
are you
sense.
talking about? I didn't call them
right?
pillow biters.
They
Their
know.
own brand. Sony called them that.
They know that as a consumer, consumers have enough common sense in their wallet to make the adjustment. They know this. So when holiday season comes, man, when holiday season comes and those parents are looking for something and you tell those parents, you know what, don't even worry about it, man. Just get the Xbox and you got Game Pass over 100-some games, over 200-some games, close to 300-some games, right?
Game
Because
Pass
you get EA,
exclusive
you get EA
operators
Play.
and skins and guns. Oh.
Right. There you go. The S, $50 less. I mean, it's a game in heaven. And they're gonna be like, yeah, give me that. Because when you start telling people the truth about PlayStation, it ain't gonna make no sense. Yeah, you know, you gotta get this, you gotta pay for, well, in order to keep you gotta have to have premium. Yeah, you're gonna have to have premium. No, the games don't stay long. Well, right now you got God of War, in a little bit it's gonna be taken off. Yeah. So no, their first party games don't stay like Xbox. It's gonna be common sense. I'm not saying people on the holiday, you can buy the PlayStation all you want. Not saying you're a dumb customer. All we're saying is Microsoft is putting their money on the common sense customer. The common sense customer. We're not talking like the donkeys do on Twitter. Oh, I love to buy my games. The ones that don't even buy their games, right? I love to buy my games. Oh, I'm playing these games. You're not playing these damn games, bro. The numbers tell us. You're not fooling. I don't even know why. Bro, you know, damn, y'all don't even correct your own fan base, bro. Y'all just let y'all fan base just go stupid all day. Nobody ever comes up and says, man, shut the hell up, man. We ain't buying these damn games. Yo, the first donkey that hits me up on Twitter and tells another donkey to shut the hell up, we ain't playing these games, gets a free game by the new legal, man. Straight up. Straight up. You heard it right here.
Hell, I'll throw one in too.
Facts. You have a game on Christmas waiting for you, bro. And I want you to get all the backlash. Talk about how lame that community is for letting dummies run rampant. And you can tag some well-known dummies too if you want to. Put them on there. You'll get you a free game from the new legal, bro. You got my word. I'm ready to see this. Because you guys got some cleaning to do, man. Clean your fan base up. Damn. I mean, you might as well, man. It ain't going to get no better for y'all. Y'all out here pretending. Stop pretending. Face the reality. That's the first step to healing properly. Just face the damn reality. Yo, it's all good. You can't be number one forever. It's all good. We're not gonna sit up here and kick you while you down, man. We got games to play. Y'all sit up and ask us where our games at. Y'all know damn well y'all don't want to hear all them damn games we got to call out that we're getting. Y'all can't even imagine a list like that. You can't close your eyes and make up a list as long as ours. You can't even do that. I'll even tell you, make up some games. Damn. Make up some games. Just put it on a list. It ain't even got to be close to real games. Just the rock lords of Zentar. Say some shit like that. Put it on the damn list. Damn. But y'all always over here asking us what games we gonna get. At the same damn time, ain't playing shit yourself. Damn. Like, when y'all gonna stop, man? When? When you gonna stop defending Little Bank? You're defending Little Bank. Do y'all not even realize how stupid that looks? Let me tell y'all how that looks. It's like comparing a 7-Eleven store to a Gucci store. It's sad that y'all are out here clapping up for a 7-Eleven convenience store.
It's like pushing up a Chihuahua to take on a Rottweiler.
Exactly. It's like trying to put a worm in the same arena with a bullfrog, an earthworm. I'm like, damn. You know, hey, man, we got the best first-party games. Our first-party games are the best in the world. Okay. Look at the new legal. Don't hurt me none. I ain't playing no shits. I don't care. Because all I'm going to do is sleep through them. I won't finish them, so they don't do me no good. I'll get bored too easily. Y'all saw my introduction of God of War. Come on. The first 15 minutes, you don't do nothing. I'm sleep. I come home from a long day's work. They asked me, have you played God of War? I said, hell no. I'm still at the beginning. Why are you still at the beginning, legal? Because shit, I'm not doing anything. I keep falling asleep. What do you want me to do? I got to get past the first 15 minutes. Damn. Y'all want to sit over here and talk about our movie cinematic thrills. Well, our movie cinematic thrills aren't tied to emotions. Damn. Rise, son of Rome. I ain't trying to go to sleep with the dude. I ain't thinking he's cute. I'm not, his dad dies. I'm not crying. Dead Rising 3. My man bitten by a damn wasp that's infected. He ain't infected. He's running around. He sees all kind of people dying. We ain't crying. Next one. What was it? What's another one? That was a great one. And we had the Telltale games. The little girl. She was a little damn girl. We're not crying. We're just playing it. Wolf Amongst Us. We're not crying. We're playing them. Quantum Break comes out. What's the emotional attachment to Quantum Break? Damn, it's Iceman from the X-Men, bro. We're not crying. We're not trying to be his boyfriend. You know, we're not saying he's the best looking guy in gaming history. We're not weirdos like that. The next one. What was the next one? Speed it up. There's another one. Come on, y'all, help me. Oh, Alan Wake. We wasn't tripping off of Alan Wake like that. Damn. Alan was the dude, bro. We wasn't tripping. We were just trying to find his wife. Oh, Alan Wake. We wasn't tripping off of Alan Wake.
Yeah, Alan Wake, Quantum Break.
Yeah, remember Alan? We got these games. They act like we ain't. They act like we don't have these games. Alan Wake. What's the other one? There's another one. Help me out.
Quantum Break.
Yeah, I said that. We just had one. As Dusk Falls.
Nobody about all those. Yeah, As Dusk Falls. You have. Tell me why.
Tell me why. Motherfuckers weren't crying over no shit. We wasn't trying to be their boyfriend and girlfriend and make posters and I dream of this dude. When I get through playing the game, I unplug my Xbox and I go to bed with it. Damn. We ain't doing all of that. Halo, that's right. Halo's underrated. Gears of War's underrated. Recore underrated. You know why they're underrated, Black Krillin? Because they got action.
720p.
Action. Things that keep you up. So
they got gameplay. You got to put in work. That's what the issue is. You got to work.
That keeps you up, Krillin. It's not a story-driven game. You know, get the hell out of here. Because all they know is them Snorefest games, bro. Those get to know your character. Damn, all right, I get. What's the name? Aloy. Okay, what is she? She's a Flintstone / Dinobot hero.
A clone
okay,
of
that's
many.
all they need to know. When we gonna shoot? When we gonna go out here and kill? No, they want you to know what her favorite damn color is, what her damn favorite flower is, what's her favorite drink, what's her favorite color. Yeah, everything. Who braids her hair? Who? So by the time you're too heavily invested into the chick, you actually start thinking you like her. You know her. Damn, I wish I could take Aloe out on a date. It's just weird. Like she got a little too chunky, right? For me. You meet a girlfriend and you go out on a date with her, and she's like, "Well, what's really wrong? You really ain't nothing to say. Do you like crossplay? Do you like to dress up? Well, you know, I dress up for work, and you know, sometimes I dress up for the evening. You know, no, I'm talking about like, do you like to dress up and be certain characters? Well, you know, I mean, depends. And I've never done it. But well, you know, would you like to be Aloy? Who's that? This girl that I play on my PlayStation. Well, you dudes is weirdos, bro. Like, damn. Like, no, we're not heavily invested like that. But we play some movie cinematic games. You get it? Like, Movie cinematic games don't mean they're emotionally attached, walk through simulator soap opera games. There's a difference. There's a difference. Halo's favorite color is blue. And she likes dandelions. Exactly. I mean,
walks on the beach.
It's and walks on the beach, you know, and likes very hard metal things. Come on, bro. I'm like, yo, y'all, look, man. It's time to stop with the narratives, man. It's time to just be happy. I don't mind the picking. Like I said, I don't mind the jokes and stuff. That's just part of our community. But turn the notch down on the weirdo stuff, man. And stop thinking that everybody's experience, we're missing out on y'all's weirdo experience. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking that everybody's missing out. We're not missing out on shit. We're over here on the greatest gaming network capability console in the world. That's a fact. The reason why you say where our game's at, because that's a narrative that you want to fit. The fact is, we got the best console in the world. That's the fact. And another fact is, you don't want those games to start dropping. Y'all are scared of those games. So now that y'all understand that there's a reason why Phil and the Xbox team and everybody in the Xbox moved the way they moved, because they saw what we're seeing today. They saw the end result. They knew if they came in being aggressive, they're going to go through these antitrust laws again. We don't got time for all of that. They got to prove why they want to buy this, prove why they want to buy that. But when Sony bought Insomniac, what was going on? Yeah, woo! Yeah, they bought Insomniac.
That was organic, legal.
Yeah, it was organic, you know.
Yeah, you can't use that because they're not a big publisher.
Yeah, you know.
They like to throw stuff like that at you.
Well, boss,
they nurtured them, man. You got to give them that, man. That was organic growth.
You know what cracks me up, boss? What boss said, right? They're not big. Whose fault is that? That ain't nobody. That ain't our fault. But you saw what they bought them for. That's Little Bank. That's Little Bank stuff. You know, we saw who really paid them. Marvel, Disney. They got the bag from Disney and Marvel. That's where they got their bags from. It's look, man, be happy. Shout out to the PlayStation fan base, man. We hope y'all get better as the years go by, man.
Dude, they're only gonna get worse.
I have a dream. I'm Martin Luther King right now, man. But I'm not out here trying to get shot, man. I just have a dream. I just hope donkeys wake up one day, man. I hope it ain't too late. Your community lies to you. The new legal loves you. I'm just telling you the truth. They're going to keep lying to you, man, because their deranged minds don't want to get over the fact. So they don't want you to. That's all it is, man.
Misery loves company.
Right. Misery loves company, man. Wise up. Call them out. Clean house. Wolverine and Spider-Man.
I'm afraid it's too late now for them. They're too deep in their...
They better.
I mean, because when they see that Hellblade 2, like I've been saying, all I want is Hellblade 2. Y'all can have every other game. You can give me God of War. Y'all are starting to shake on that already. I don't see a lot of confident mouths out here. But I'm
shouldn't be confident. What has Sony showed them in the fourth quarter in years past to make them confident?
Facts.
I mean, the thing that gave me a little confidence is they had a Hogwarts move, but Sony don't like competing, right? Sony don't drop games in the fourth quarter.
Right.
You got to go against sports game. You got to go against the shooter that you have a marketing deal with. Come on, man.
Fact.
They gave them The Last of Us, and that's supposed to give them a little good faith to wait for the first quarter for this God of War. There's really no more safe spaces for Sony, right? They're gonna have to drop it somewhere and just let the chips fall. You see what they did to Horizon? Yep. Like, man, I mean, we gotta drop it at some. We gotta drop it. I mean, it's gotta come out. So, you know, hey, and if it doesn't sell, we'll throw it in the box.
Yep.
There's no more safe spaces, especially when you say Microsoft's trying to hit every quarter, right? But that was before Bethesda, right? So now that you have Bethesda, 4 quarters is not even going to cover it. Right. So there are no more safe spaces for Sony in this, right? Then you got Embracer, right? They don't want to be the little AA the little AA publisher that just makes these small games. You got EA. Somebody's going to buy them. You know, why not Microsoft? But I don't want them either. You know what I'm saying? I want WB. But there's no more safe spaces. So at some point in time, they're going to have to just throw it out there. So it might be next to Call of Duty for it to get slaughtered. And it'll be in a bundle by about April. It'll be in a bundle.
Anybody got anything to say that they want to say to the community, man? I'm in no rush. Speak or forever hold your peace.
It's a testimony after that church.
Speak or forever hold your peace, man. I'm anybody. Listen, you got anything? Because I told y'all, bro. Told you. J-Rock, Fireballs, I hope y'all see now. I hope you see why it happened the way it happened now. Because we see now that they scared to give Microsoft the go pass now. Microsoft slowly built everything for a reason. To all my Xbox fans out there that said Microsoft is slowly building the infrastructure, you was 100 trillion% correct. Let the little dog in the yard bark all day long. And then the robber jumps over the fence, take what belongs to him, and jumps back over the fence.
They kick their lunch bowl out on the way out.
That's
They
it.
won't bark.
That's it. Sony ain't gonna do nothing but bark. You see what they're doing now? They're barking. Well, we just don't think it's good for them to hold. They're already assuming. We don't think it's good that Microsoft holds Call of Duty from us, and they're like, we told you we wasn't. But we know what y'all want to say. Y'all want us to say that we're not gonna ever take Call of Duty off.
There was no problems for them holding Destiny away from Xbox back in the, you get what I mean? It's like, fuck you. This is a fair exchange. We got the money, we made the deal, it's coming to us. For the next couple of years, you could have your little exclusive contents, have your fun with it. After that, it's a takeover, and that's it. If they want to come,
the break's over.
That's it. They want to come from PlayStation and transition to Game Pass. Whether you're on the console, you want to buy the Xbox or buy the app on Samsung TV, more than welcome to join there. And that's all there is to it. Now it's our turn to have the exclusive contents. We will sell that game to your console, however, the way you want it. At the end of the day, it's bank for Microsoft.
It is.
That's it.
And you want to know something else, Spartan? Here's the funny part. Why would I listen to a crybaby, right? Who had all the years in the world, right, to build a solid infrastructure? I want everybody to think about this. How long has PlayStation Network been going on? How long has PSN been on? Since what, PlayStation 2? So that's what, 1990? Yeah,
they started the cloud thing before Xbox.
I didn't even know. I thought they started from PlayStation 3, PStation 2.
I think it was PlayStation 2 when PSN got
PlayStation 2 didn't have nothing, huh?
They
didn't get
2,
that
right?
until Xbox came out.
Right, but I'm saying it was still doing PlayStation 2. PSN came out during the PlayStation 2 era is what I'm saying.
I mean, I never was a pony like you. You guys like reform ponies, but I know that Xbox had the whole internet first.
Right, but I'm saying PSN came out while PS2 was still prevalent. That's what I'm saying.
That's where they kicked it off.
It was still prevalent is what I'm saying. And then, of course we knew it was on PlayStation 3. But what I'm saying is they had all this time to give their fan base a nice structure for it. But they didn't. And we would hear the donkeys back then. Oh, it's free. They didn't want no better. They used the free thing to get at us for paying for live.
And I told them about that too, because the cost of maintaining any sort of infrastructure like that, the overhead is gonna murder you.
Right.
And so the fact that they're getting it for free and not even doing ads or anything like that, they put themselves in a corner.
Fireballs. Look at today.
Facts.
Look at yesterday. Right? It was all good just a week ago. Now look at today. What are they doing? They're paying for it. Now,
they're scrambling for money. They're trying to look under the couch covers, in the car seat.
But look, man, this is the serious matter of it all. They're paying for a damn service that ain't never changed. It's the same raggedy service, bro. They ain't look. They got few upgrades.
Legal, you being toxic now. You being toxic.
I'm just.
It changed a bit.
It changed
I
a
mean,
bit. There you go.
It's got a little bit of throughput extra.
Right. It changed a bit. It upgraded. But that's right. Let's just.
They're still behind
upgraded a
in
little
time
bit.
with their cloud and everything. These guys gotta break the house apart, tear the roof down on PlayStation gaming community, actually fan base, and start from scratch again. These guys, their direction is not going well. They need to step their game up and regain the trust of their fans. Their PlayStation, you owe us.
But
the hell is that?
Spartan, they know that their fan base don't support it, bro. Who's buying that?
Sending those D-picks to the developers because of the game don't come out on time and stuff. Yeah,
Right.
So you get the disrespect,
Spartan,
get it back from them.
But Spartan, they know they don't support. Okay, so all this about breaking stuff down, y'all gotta support. That's fantasy, right? That ain't gonna happen.
Well, they better start supporting those 12 games as a service Jimmy is about to launch.
Yeah,
Right.
whatever.
But I know.
Right, J-Rock.
Legal. You said they better start supporting. Sony knows that they don't support.
Yeah, Sony knows.
When did Sony really build their fan base?
Right.
Never.
When? That's a question. No, they did.
You know.
Last
It was during the PlayStation 2 era. Why did the majority of people buy a PlayStation 2?
I'll let J-Rock answer that question.
Well, besides the DVD?
That's the main reason why it sold the way it sold.
So did they?
So it wasn't.
Did they build a gaming fan base or a movie fan base?
A movie fan base. They make movies, right? But check it out. You say, why isn't Sony doing better? Right? They were never forced to. And the same reason I say that the Xbox 360 is the worst thing to happen to Xbox. PlayStation joining the gaming space in the era they did when Sony was dying, Nintendo, the industry turned their backs on Nintendo, and then this made the PlayStation the de facto #1 console. That's the worst thing to happen to them because they've gotten by all these years with doing just enough. They have never been pushed, and now it's too late. Now what are they gonna do? You don't make money out of nothing. But like I was telling your boy Isaiah, right? He was saying that Activision is bigger than Xbox. We know that's BS. But I said that PlayStation is about to go the way of Sony. Sega. But they're not, because Sony's getting smart. If you pay attention to what they're doing, they're buying into companies. They can't buy them. They're taking the Tencent route. Look at what they're doing with FromSoft. Look at what they're doing with Epic. They're investing so that they can have something to sustain them when their stuff falls apart, just like any other business, but theirs is in gaming. I'm telling you, PlayStation is making a way. So if this doesn't work out, they won't have a problem being Sega. They won't have a problem being the new Sega because Microsoft is taking the power of the console away. In a minute, there's only going to be about a few reasons to have a PlayStation. I mean, there already was, but it's just a perception of what happened with Xbox last year, right? They didn't have any games because Xbox started the generation very strong. PlayStation's perception changed when they started releasing games when Xbox didn't have any. But I'm telling you, you say in 10 years Microsoft to be the leader, it'll be because they cleaned out everybody. Nintendo is the only one that's untouchable, not PlayStation, because their fans actually buy their games. They actually bought their console for their games. Even with this PlayStation 5, look at what happened to Ratchet. Look at Returnal. Look at Demon's Souls. All these games barely sold. So, like you said, is it a gaming community? Are they buying the PlayStation because it's a habit, or are they buying it because they like what PlayStation provides? That's what I'm telling you, right? With Xbox and these dudes that expected the world from 5 studios, no, why did you buy an Xbox? Why are you an Xbox dude? Because you rock with these games. I know they don't. They bought it for Call of Duty, Madden, and 2K. Because PlayStation did a great job of convincing them that was the only place they could play it. What were you about? Somebody was saying something.
Oh no, I'm just adding to that list saying, and don't forget FIFA.
FIFA, especially FIFA in Europe, where it's the most popular. So that's what I'm saying. Like Xbox is building a gaming community right? They want people to play the games. They're changing the game because they weren't able to win the console game, so they completely changed the game. Now they got $2 trillion of worth, $150 billion that's burning a hole in their pocket. And like you said earlier, Activision was never the target. They already had their sights set. When you said you guys would lose, y'all aren't losers. Y'all just didn't see it. They have to be nice because they never wanted Activision.
Thank you, realist man. You made me feel good, man. That's the first
I hope so because you called me all
thing you ever
kinds
said to me.
of unsavory names. You called me bully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are, man.
Listen,
God.
I've been feeling good, bro. I got an Xbox
Yeah,
Series
what
X
do you mean?
and an iPhone. What's there to complain about?
Oh no! Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Look, we derailed it last time. Don't get me started. September 8th, I get my 4-4. Right. Since Tech always makes fun of me, my 4-4. But yeah, we ain't gonna do that. But yeah, so listen, man, it just struck me, bro, because you brought it up, man. But see, you had me in my what do you call it, parishioner mode today when you were on your sermon. I've told people, man, why do y'all listen to these dudes? It's like we don't know we won, right? Because we don't see it yet. But I ain't gonna even say the faith is the substance thing, like, because then we're gonna have to start over. But we won, right? We're winning. We got games to play. While they're buying the same game from PlayStation 3, you can jump on Game Pass. Because in 2023, it's gonna be more games than you can stand. All these people saying they canceled their Game Pass subscription because there's a little drop from Xbox. You can't say there are no third parties, right? You got Atomic Heart, Stalker, and all these other games coming out. They're trying to make fun of High on Life. Isn't that an Xbox exclusive?
Plague's Tale next month.
Next month, yeah. I mean, we get AAA games in that service, and what Microsoft is trying to, I guess, teach us or train us to understand is it doesn't always have to be exclusive. Just understand that it's in Game Pass. But
to me, that's pretty much the same thing. For my pocket.
Yeah, to me it is.
Shit.
To me it is, because in a minute it will be all Xbox with a little bit of help from third party. See, the goal of your service is not to have to pay people to fill out your service. Microsoft is not done yet.
Speak on it.
They're not done yet. I don't know who their eyes were set on. I don't know where their crosshairs were set, but it wasn't on Activision. So they're gonna play nice. They're gonna let Call of Duty go on PlayStation. They might even, if they make a WoW for a console, they might even make it for PlayStation until they can get that next one done. Because once that next one done, then it'll be little ones that don't even need to go through clearance. Well, no, I think it's a certain, what is it, like 94, 90, 190, it's one of them, 90 million, 94 million, or 194 million.
The eraser route.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Embracer group.
Yeah. So, because if it's under a certain amount, it doesn't get the same type of scrutiny. But since, you're talking about billions, you got to go across the world.
A little studio like a Sobo Games.
And I don't think they're really that small. Man, y'all talk about a Sobo, but do y'all know that the Sobo just sold like 20% of their company so they wouldn't have to sell it? I would love to see a Sobo on Xbox. I would love to see a Plague's Tale guaranteed to be in the service. Flight Simulator the way it is from that team, dedicated to it, and whatever they can come up with next. Kind of like the little Ember Lab. Small team, but they're doing great things, and I love to see a Sobo, but I don't think they want to. Same thing with what's the other one that's struggling? They dropped that game last Christmas. Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red.
CD Projekt.
Yeah, people keep saying they're for sale, but they just opened up 13 new studios. Some of them in Canada.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Once that Witcher come out, they'll be back on top.
They're not looking to sell, so it's
anybody who survived that witch hunt that Sony was doing on them got all my respect, bro.
You talking about taking it off of their platform?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. You raise a good question, man. Are they really a community of gamers? Because I don't see it. There's some that I kind of respect. They'll talk about these games and show you gameplay.
I'll put it like this, realist. Me and you from Texas, right? In Texas, we have arenas out the ass, right? We got Texas Rangers, we got the Astros, we got the Spurs, we got the Mavericks. Am I missing another one? Am I missing anything? It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them, but that's the 4 heavyweights, right?
Yeah, it's the 4 heavyweights, because there's a bunch of them that you don't
It's
even
a bunch of little ones
don't
in
even
there.
really
Yeah,
just
you got the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, we got all of them.
Mavericks,
the Dallas
Spurs,
Cowboys.
Rockets.
There it is. Dallas
Cowboys,
Cowboys,
Texans.
Right. Yeah.
San Antonio trying to get a football team.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean,
They need 2 though.
And what I mean.
Well, that's because Texas is bigger than many countries. So.
Yeah, because it is really a country, right? But
that's a huge.
That's right, and it's so wide open, right? But it is crazy here because here's where I'm gonna go with that. What Realist was saying, the fan base here in Texas is ridiculous, bro. We are the state of jerseys. I mean, damn, bro.
And you got college football.
Yes, bro. Yes, jerseys of all sorts here, all sorts of sports memorabilia here, bro. Right? But there's a difference, and Texas makes it clear. There's a difference between supporters and fans. All right, supporters go to those damn arenas, and realists know what I'm talking about. They go. Look, bro, Texas is a Monday through Friday state. If you come here trying to get people to work on Saturdays and Sundays,
not gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen here. I'm telling you. Because here's the 2 things that have to happen on the weekends. They have to have their beer and they have to have their barbecue. They gotta have their place to go. They gotta have their place to chill. You can't do that working, bro. So it's Monday through Friday. Bro, I've seen it. Man, we just can't get no. What's up? Well, we work Tuesday to Saturday, or they'll do that. They try to be slick. No, we work from Wednesday to Monday, and I'm like, well, your problem is you want your workers to work on the weekends here in this state. You ain't gonna find nobody doing that, bro. It's got to be Monday through Friday here. Period. Monday through Friday here. And the fans, see, you can be a fan. That don't mean you have to go to the stadium or the arenas. You're a fan. I just like the team. That's the problem. Xbox actually has supporters. We support our console. We support our services. We support our accessories. We support our community. There's a difference. Now, just because you're supported don't mean you can't be a fan at the same time. That's the mystery. A supporter can be a fan too. And that's the problem. The PlayStation community, there's no supporters. Or I'm not saying that they don't have them, but because they're the minority, that's the problem. The Xbox community, the majority is supporters. That's why Microsoft can come out with an elite controller. You know what I'm saying? If they know it's going to sell. That's why they know they can come out with an SSD chip. They know it's going to sell. Why we're the only ones with a design lab. They know they're going to sell. The other ones don't do that because they're just fans over there.
Fans of
God bless Nintendo. I mean,
it does PlayStation no good to be fans of their console and not their games.
Right.
That's the problem with PlayStation. And that's what I've been saying for years. Not enough people buying these games. That's before I got on Twitter. And not enough people buying their games. What does that show you when you have those low attach rates? Now, I ain't gonna say Xbox is great either, but they found a remedy in Game Pass because they know that people are content. They find the games that they like and they'll buy it every year. And it's proven. That's why you had Gears of War coming out at the cadence that it did, Horizon at the cadence it did. It was 2 or 3 years. It was short. Now they're getting more time. They pushed out Motorsport, right? They don't have to. They don't want to have to force these games out. Halo it's been sacrificed right now. Halo's been sacrificed right now because it really needed more time, but there was no support for it. There was nothing to bookend it with. But when it comes out next time, it's going to be something else in the rotation. Like I said before, Somebody can't come through. Okay, next man up. What y'all got? Let's go ahead and drop that. That's what Xbox is trying to get. And I told y'all 2022 was going to get sacrificed. Y'all didn't believe me. I told y'all because what does
Let me say this for
what does releasing Starfield do this year?
You did.
But what does releasing Starfield do for them as a company and their release cadence? What does that do for them this year? Nothing. Because in a couple of months, the perception will be what's next. Even though that people are still playing Skyrim 15 years later. F Elden Ring, man, that's not our property. Right? Even though people are still playing Skyrim 15 years later, 20 years later, however long it's been out, right? In a couple weeks, they'll be looking for what's next when you got that big ass Starfield sitting right there.
Fact.
But guess what? Starting next year, Microsoft will start having answers for these people who just want to talk instead of play these games.
Right.
Because perception is what they're battling right now. I told y'all, it does not do anything for them to release that game this year for them. Because people are still buying the consoles when they hit the shelves, they're selling out, right? You did the same test I did. See the shelf full. 2 or 3 days later, it's empty.
Yep.
Now here is empty the next day. You know, this is high traffic area, but
yeah,
2023, they're gonna have answer after answer after answer, and I like what they did with the E3 this year. No, it wasn't E3, it was theirs because E3 was out.
The only thing that hurt me this year was Warhammer 40,000. I wanted that game.
It's coming.
Yeah, that I hope that it comes out December. I'm hoping, man. But you're right. You got another W on. Damn, bro. How many? Look, bro. At some point this year, you're gonna have to catch an L, realist. At some point, but right now, damn, boy, all your crow suit. That crow suit, damn, boy.
It's just, dude, I'm just looking at what they do.
You got it right. Because, man, we were arguing with you. Because, man, like I said.
Because I wanted to come.
Right.
But I knew that it just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. You said it.
I don't
know how many phone calls we had, bro, arguing. I can't count them.
Yeah, you were bullying me, trying to make me look like the bad guy.
Nah.
You that dude that punch somebody in the back of the head and let the teacher catch somebody else hitting you back.
Nah, man, you was right, bro. Like, you right. Because the UK made me see the light. That's when I called you and said, damn, bro. Wait till I have to go outside and talk to you, bro. I'm long with it.
You did.
And I was like, hey, I see it now. I see everything. Phil Spencer is not no weakling, bro. Phil Spencer is a genius, strategic mastermind, bro. The guy, I already knew this stuff. He already knew. So he had to articulate the strategy. I did, man. I admitted it. Look at Bushido. I admitted it, bro. You know?
I don't know if that was Bushido. It was either Bushido or Umbra that I was in a space with. And I told them boys, don't expect Starfield in the first quarter of next year either. The first half of next year either.
You was in the spaces getting crucified. I was there.
No. But I'm talking about recently I was in this because their voice is heavy. Oh, it's one of those two dudes. And I said that it's not gonna make it in the first half like they said. It's not. Because what they're doing,
right? Starfield,
it hasn't happened. Redfall. I'm talking about Redfall. And I mean Starfield because they said that Starfield is gonna release in the early next year.
I'd say let it release 2024. That game is massive. Let them iron out all the bugs. Let them concentrate, focus. Don't talk about it. Let that game out exceptional, not bugged out like Cyberpunk or God of Wars that they had to do 3 updates in a week for that. I don't want that anymore. Like you said,
you just want completeness.
Answer, yes. Yeah, answer after. I just want complete. Get that game out. Let us enjoy it rather than sitting here with an empty shell. I'm done with all of that announcements. Just say TBA and that's it. Don't give me a date. Don't give me a time. Don't give me a minute, second. When it's ready, you let me know. Gameplay, people playing the game right on stage as guests as well, even the developers. Here's a piece. We're done. Here it comes. this time and date. Let them fix it. Let them work on it. It's been with the turnaround that the field did. We're on a good stride right now, and Scorn is coming out. Plague, Requiem, High on Life. These are the first answers that I want to see coming out by the end of this year.
Yeah, but 117, you're a reasonable fan, right? Because a lot of these guys, if they came out with a TBA, don't even talk about the game. But Microsoft was in a spot where they had to bring up something. I got a new console coming, and our narrative is we only released 3 games. Phil even said, he said, I hear that we need to be more than Gears, Forza, and Halo. But if you come out and your first 2 games are Forza and Halo, they have to talk about something else. I mean, the TBA is a good suggestion, but let's just say they did that. Then you're going to have a whole group of people complaining. Why would you even talk about it in the first place? Like, Microsoft is in a position right now to where people are conditioned to just complain about everything. They have to rewrite that narrative. They have to change the what's the word for the way people think about a thing? The sentiment.
They have to be reconditioned.
Yeah, they have to change their sentiment, right? Like, because like the thing is everybody's just conditioned to complain. If they show a game and it's too far off, they're gonna say, "Why are you showing it?" They are making an announcement trailer with no gameplay, and they say it's 3 years away. They're gonna still ask for gameplay. These people are ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. 117 is reasonable. I would love it because I'll be patient and play the freaking games on my console.
And you know what I really miss is those vidocs that they came out back to back and giving us updates. All of those. That was like the anticipation and hyping of the game coming out. And even if they're late, why not just throw out some vidocs and let us know how you're doing, how your development is. What are you guys doing in the back? Keep the community engaged. Right now, they're all hiding, and there's no news, and we're just sitting there waiting on our timestamp, and they're like, "Oh, my bad, something else went wrong inside. We gotta misfire and redo a date." Just keep us engaged as a community and let us know. And be like, "Hey, here's a vidoc. This is what happened. This is what's going on, and this is what's going to be coming out soon."
And those vidocs are a very good idea because when Bethesda was doing it for Starfield and letting people kind of like give like people little slices of the background of the lore and stuff like that, that was hyping up people more than just the gameplay and stuff like that. People, I mean, dude, Starfield has the potential. Like one guy who I came across was saying, it's like Starfield has the potential to be pushed up there alongside the likes of like, sci-fi, giants like, Star Trek, or Star Wars and everything. If they, put together some good lore, like a lot of people like using it as the best poster child for delayed games, Star Citizen. I mean, dude, just like their fan base is rabid about their lore because even though the game is still in its infinite alpha phase and everything, it's like if you go on YouTube, I mean, dude, there's like so much lore and everything, on that game and stuff like that. And the game is still far out, but people are still engaged with it. So
Right.
Yeah, man, I mean, the vid docs and stuff of them giving like slices of like what's going on currently in the Halo universe. Where's John 117 at and stuff like that, or what's going on, with the Gears gang and everything. Just little snippets with some like production art and like the Queen is up to this and stuff like that. I mean, there's all sorts of ways they can do it, and I guess throw a bone out there to the hyenas.
I truly enjoy that. Even Halo, they're very scarce. Like, I'll be honest, I even told you, Liga, he wouldn't even believe it. I traded my bedroom, my sister, for an Xbox just to play Halo. And that's where I got the vidocs and all anticipation coming out. Years came out with those, but now they're gone. Like the culture and the collaboration is kind of diminished in that way for me. And I would love to have that back. Like, 'cause I'm patient, I'm cool. I'm not one of those that'll just sit there and rant and disrespect the dev or everybody in life, there's something going on with us personally outside of our work lives, and there's something always going on inside of our work lives, and we just got to work it out. And for them, yeah, it's I'd love to have all of that back, and I hope they listen to this. And for sure, I'm going to be putting this up and tagging some, and letting them know, like, hey, like, bring that culture back. We truly missed that. You guys are just sitting there, just doing what now? Like, is get it together. You guys want that money's worth? We're ready to drop that. Just engage with us, communicate with us, be honest, stop sitting there hiding, and then coming out like, oh, here's our roadmap. That earlier on I saw today the support for Halo 5 month 1 to month 9 against the support for Halo Infinite. They don't do much anymore. They gotta. I hope they better go back in that office and start putting in work. My suggestion is, hey, you've done enough support for the Master Chief Collection. Let that ride. I see that there's more support for the Chief Collection right now than there is for Halo Infinite. They should put that team right where Infinite is and start building up quickly with it and start dropping contents really quickly. If not, my suggestion is please put a stop to Infinite, start a new Halo, and that's it.
Well, I mean, they can't really do that because we got to remember, Infinite is a 10-year plan. They can't just yank that, because a lot of people, from what I'm seeing, a lot of people seem to keep forgetting that that Infinite is meant to be a games as a service. They had the single player campaign that continued the story, and people still quote it as Halo 6 and everything like that, but it was still overall meant to be as a service.
What threw a wrench in that game for me, I'll be honest, and I love that game with a passion. I've been playing it since day one until now, and I still play it. I'm still my battle pass and everything. It's just the open world. Like, why do you want to do a focus on it? Like, Halo is meant to be played just like Halo 1, having a big world, being able to fly at an altitude until you come back down and enjoy your time, go space missions, this and that. Is they just stripped all of that right underneath our feet, and that's what kind of world. It's
because of the timing. It's just like Legal was saying way earlier in the show and stuff. Is that they had to push with everything they had, and they had to cut a whole lot of stuff just to even with a year delay, they had to cut a huge chunk of content just to make sure that it gets out the door, and especially in time of the anniversary. I think that was the big thing, was because the 20th anniversary was creeping up, and they did not want to have egg on their face missing the anniversary, because that is
another big point as well too. I agree with that, and I just want them, hopefully they could. I'm definitely going to have them hear this. Stop making games from like Xbox One. Just start making them next gen, moving on forward. Don't sit there and support consoles that are previous to that Series S and X. Moving on forward, start using the RDNA 2 techs and showing us what it's all about now.
Oh, that's coming.
They told us off the muscle that start of this gen, we're gonna get 2 years. It was Sony that lied. They believed in generations until they didn't. Right? They already laid out that roadmap.
PlayStation 5, but they couldn't because the numbers weren't there.
Right, because when you drop a game and it only moves 1 million units, that's a problem. You got 15 million consoles out there, and they dropped another remake, and then they dropped Ratchet, and then they dropped, what's the other game they came out with?
You had
Returnal, and it did, and none of them moved. So why would you abandon the PlayStation 4?
All Stars and Destruction All Stars. I think that one was strictly PS5, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was an exclusive because you needed the DualSense. Yeah,
and that Joker didn't do nothing. It died within the first 4 months of
bro. Outside, see, listen, man. PlayStation doesn't make multiplayer for a reason. It's because they're not a multiplayer community, right? Unless it's the 4 games that we mentioned earlier, the sports games and Call of Duty. PlayStation depended on them for their multiplayer library. So when you try to introduce something new, so that's the biggest fear of a lot of companies. This is not exclusive to Sony to bring out a new IP and hopefully it sticks. They weren't going to gravitate to that because that game is not a bad game. But you know, you're talking to an Xbox guy trying out a PlayStation game, and I don't understand why they don't want to play it. So,
Because it's because it's about community. That's why you have to. You're telling people who are basically always lived in a shell to you're gonna have to make the effort to come out your shell.
Right, but Bushido, Spider-Man was not next gen exclusive, so that's why I wasn't talking about that. Spider-Man's gonna sell, but it was those PS5 exclusives that they brought out that didn't move any units. And then that's when they came out and said, okay, we're going to support till 2025 till they can catch up with production and hopefully they can sell enough consoles to where they can get 10% of the people to start buying games again. Because even though Horizon was on PlayStation 4, it still didn't move. It's in a bundle. It hasn't even been out for a year yet and they're already bundling it.
Yeah, Sony's problem is itself now. It's his worst enemy.
Yeah.
It's just his worst enemy, and they got to figure out a way to make themselves their best friends. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, man. Other than that, man, y'all been on it, man. It's been a beautiful day. I'm glad y'all was able to come and do this early show with me. Thanks to the whole Chit Chat community. Yeah, man, let's close it out, y'all. I think we pretty much nailed it, man. I'm happy, man. I'm finna go ahead and get my
You sound like you crying, man.
Hey, my son's hairs out, man.
You feel the spirit or something?
I'm feeling the spirit, man. Get on this Xbox, get ready to get out, man, in this Texas weather. We're not burning up anymore now, realist. There ain't no 110.
Crazy. I ain't going outside.
I got a question for the panel. I'm buying a brand new game today. Doesn't matter how old or how young it is.
Peppa Pig.
Gotta stop.
I don't get Game Pass. I want like Daylight, anything you suggest. I've done first persons a lot right now. I just need something like big.
You just want a random suggestion, man? You play Dying Light yet?
Yeah, like I'm good with the shooters. I got all the shooters set. I got my racers set.
Dying Light too, man.
That's you guys suggest
either that or Outriders.
I like it. Outriders, yeah.
I'll go for Dying Light.
There you go. Give a realist.
Yeah. I mean, I like that game, man. But look, Smitty Smith said Cowabunga collection. Oh, but see, you missed the Diablo sale, and we gotta wait for Activision to close before they throw them in Game Pass.
Yeah.
Mass Effect is another good one.
But the thing about the Cowabunga collection, you have to, in order to get those achievements, man, you got to play them by yourself or couch co-op. That's the bad part about it. It ain't like the other one, man. It's not like
shout out Pyro MD.
I love playing by myself. Like for me, I love like when I hit multiplayer, I shut all the chats down, or only with you, Illegal. When I hit up when we hit up the I just like playing games solo. I don't even like when I even do multiplayer. I don't talk to nobody. It's like let me get my action on. Like
I saw you on Forza Horizon 5 the other day on Twitch, man.
Oh, that Forza, that game is lit. I'm gonna get that DLC tonight. The Hot Wheels,
no doubt.
That's gonna be a good one. Yeah,
I was gonna say we could play together, but you already said you don't like playing with people.
Yo, Pyro, it's all good, baby. You home? Sorry,
we are too early though.
Or it's you are too early. We're too early, man. We're sorry, brother. We're gonna watch the replay, man. Thank you, brother. We're too early for you, man.
But yeah, man, I'm playing Alice in whatever this thing is. Alice in Chains, not Alice Madness Returns. That's what I'm playing right now.
Oh, you playing that? The 360? Yeah, I start. You know what? I need to go back and finish that one up. That's a good game right there, bro.
We got too many games, man. Like, bro, I played about 5 games a day.
Man, this Immortality game, this game is crazy, bro.
That's what I was just gonna ask. How's the game overall? How did you like it?
It's pretty good, man, because you gonna find one of the chicks you gonna like, bro. And for me, I like the little Italian girl, the little dark-haired girl, bro. So I'll be just flipping around on her all damn day long, bro. I'm just flipping all day on her. You know what I'm saying? But this damn thing is crazy. The stories, man, you gotta make them fit. You gotta find the stories and put them all together. And that's how you get your achievements, man. So just make sure you look around too and select things that you wouldn't normally select and you got to move your camera around and look at things, and because those little things you might select open up a whole nother story. It's crazy though, bro.
Hey, you know it's Halo game night tonight. You already know.
Yeah, in fact,
Oh yeah,
represent your thing, bro. Represent your thing.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, go ahead, shoot it out there again, because I would have forgot. See,
Yeah, because I see Bushido in the chat. I don't want him to run off.
I'm about to put it in my phone.
Yeah.
Give me some.
Yeah, we
9
call
p.m.
it.
Eastern Standard Time. Bushido be calling
Yeah.
you out.
yeah, we got great
Live
games
and direct.
No, you gotta do it right, Gerard. You gotta do it right. You gotta do it like an 80s movie. Bushido, I'm calling you out.
You know, we gotta put it on Twitch
Like
too,
he's
for
Achilles,
everybody
like he's
to
Achilles
see.
at the gate.
Yeah.
What do you do if his connection dies? If it dies, it dies.
Hey, I just want to say thank you guys, man, for real again for coming out, man. Doing this early, we getting out of here. I hope everybody has a happy Labor Day weekend, man. Happy Labor Day weekend to everybody that's working hard out here, man. Shouts to the whole panel, man, tonight, man. For real, bro. The whole chit chat community, the whole Xbox community, man. And those who represent the PlayStation community, man, that came in today too. Well, I said community, stand corrected. PlayStation fan base. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, get it right.
I'm sorry. I got it right.
Get that
Got it right.
snap box rocked.
I got it right, you know. But yeah, man, this is it. Like I said, man, I'm gonna get on out here, man. I'm gonna go somewhere, man. I gotta get out of the house, man. I gotta get out of the house.
Enjoy the weekend, everybody. Chit chat.
Just enjoy the weekend, man.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it with your families, gaming, whatever you want to do. We've come a long way, and now it's time for us to enjoy it.
That's it, man. That's it. Long week, man. It's time to get rewarded. Thank y'all once again, man. This is New League will represent the X-League of Extraordinaires, man. It's the realest one. Spark 117, JyzalGamingTV, Fireballs, Chit Chat community. We're out of here, man. Remember, always keep it gaming. Chase the one up in life. Don't let nobody take your one up chain, man. Don't let nobody debo you for that, man. You live your life to the fullest, man. Make sure you get your extra man at the end of the day. I'm out of here, man. We love y'all, man. Until next time.
Church say amen.
Peace.
Man, peace.